This is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson, Sports Center, brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, home of smoke-free slots and the highest payout percentage in the area. Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, more spins, more wins, more fun. Milwaukee Brewers back in action tonight at American Family Field. Their homestand continues after sweeping the New York Yankees for the first time since 1989. NL contenders, the San Diego Padres, come to Milwaukee. First of the three-game set tonight, 6:40. First pitch at American Family Field. Bring the dogs out. It's Bark at the Park night at American Family Field. Pre-game coverage starts just after 6 o'clock here on Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN. Brandon Sproat on the mound for the Crew. NBA, of course, all the buzz around trade talks for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yesterday, ESPN NBA insider Shams Charania reporting the Bucks are, quote, open for business. Looking for trade partner for the Greek Freak before the NBA the NBA draft, which takes place in June. The Bucks with the 10th overall pick in the NBA draft lottery, which took place over the weekend. Wilde and Tausch starts now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
It is the Tuesday edition. The world's most prominent experts, not only on Unsportsmanlike, but everywhere on Nat Pasiccio. Can't wait for another one of those discussions, 90210. Evan Cohen scheduled to appear on the program. Also, the all Matt LaFleur team. All the best players in the league that have good eyebrows edition. And the, oh, by the way, I don't know if you've seen this story. It broke just before our program ended. The Bucks are open for business on Giannis Antetokounmpo trade offers edition of Wilde and Tausch. On 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 100.5 ESPN Madison, 1430 ESPN Beaver, ESPNWisconsin.com, the ESPN app, your Alexa smart speaker, streaming live video, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and, of course, everything you need on the all-new, all-amazing, all-customizable ESPN Wisconsin app. So you can move Wilde and Tausch right there to the first spot for easy access. And you can find it both in the Apple and Android app stores. I'm Jace Wilde in Green Bay. Jesse Nelson is in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios. I was told alongside Owen Dimpfel, but unless he's invisible or standing elsewhere, he ain't there no more.
O-Dog's off camera, but he's back in here today. Yep.
Is he allowed to speak yet?
Yeah. What do I care?
Oh, okay. Well, Well, I think following the rules is something you do care about, and you care about your employment. And from his undisclosed location, sporting the very nifty and for a great cause Cardinals strikeout cancer hat. He is the Packers Hall of Famer. He's Mark Tauscher. Tausch, good morning. How are you?
I'm good, Jason. How are you doing?
Good. Thanks for asking. I appreciate that. Are we really going to do this Giannis stuff some more? I told you I was fatigued by that 2 months ago. Now we've reached the point where he's actually on the block, open for business, and I'm already tired. Is that wrong of me?
I'm not going to tell you how to feel, Jason. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But it's obviously a big story that I don't know how much. You got 6 weeks here to try and make something happen. It's become pretty obvious that is what is going to happen. I've said that for a while, and now it just comes back to all right, who and how and what is going to be the catalyst to get it done. And it feels as if, if it's going to be the Cleveland Cavaliers and how that shakes out, I'd like to get Myles Garrett to the Packers. That's all I'm looking at when it comes to all this.
Tell me if this is a ridiculous hot take, but I keep thinking about Jonah Hill in Moneyball in the parking garage talking to Brad Pitt, saying how I think it's great that you got Johnny Damon off your roster. I think it opens up all kinds of possibilities. Is it wrong of me to think that they might actually be better off in the long run? Despite his greatness, despite all the good things he's done, despite him bringing a championship, is it possible that this will be... Is Tausch frozen, Jesse, or is he holding that face at my
It
at my
appears
question?
he's frozen, although I wouldn't question him for making that face at your general remarks. Tausch, are you there still? Oh, now we lost Jason,
Yeah,
too.
I'm here.
I'm saving the screen. I'm here. I'm saving the
my
screenshot
deal's
of
froze
that.
up, so I'm not 100% sure.
It's a good face.
Rebooting it.
Well,
It's a good face.
It kind of looks like you smelled something bad, and so we're just going to leave that on there
Probably
for the
my
time
take.
being. Yeah.
That smells, yeah. But how often, and I think Damian Lillard is a good example of this. I know he was older than Giannis is now. But when you make these blockbuster trades in the NBA, and you're the NBA expert, not me, big picture guy that you are, how often does it really, truly work out? Like, how often do you acquire the big-name guy, like, not acquiring Drew Holiday and winning a title?
Shaq to the Lakers worked out pretty good. I'm
Would it have
guessing
without
there's
Kobe?
other ones that I think Anthony Davis to the Lakers worked out pretty good. I think as long as you're a Laker, it works out pretty good.
Luka
Kareem
Doncic,
Abdul-Jabbar
not as much.
to the Lakers, that worked out pretty well.
It's a lot of Lakers.
I mean, I could continue to go on with Laker talk, and Dennis Rodman to the Bulls worked out pretty well.
Yeah, it wasn't
I would say.
that's not the same as the Giannis trade, though, right?
No, but all of the other ones are.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Shaq
wondering.
to the Heat worked out pretty well. Stars make it happen, Captain. And how about Kevin Garnett to the Celtics? That worked out pretty well.
It did.
That's what. If I'm John Horst, I'm selling that to the Celtics, the Cavaliers, these teams that are there, that are close. You need to give up a haul in order to get Giannis, because Giannis, I would think that Giannis is going to win another championship somewhere else.
Oh,
He's that good. Well, what, you disagree? If Giannis goes to the Cavaliers, the Knicks, the Celtics, or the Heat, I think that team becomes the instant favorite in the East. Now, if you start going out west, young man, I wouldn't if I was Giannis. I would stay east, and I would go to one of those teams that can give up. I guess if I'm Giannis, I don't care what the Milwaukee Bucks get in return. I care about me, my family, and what is going to get me the max and get me a chance to win championships. All of those teams would give you that opportunity. And I think Giannis is still good enough that wherever he goes, he will make that team in the East an instant contender. Detroit basketball. You tell me that wouldn't go well up there in Detroit? Of course it would. So Giannis, I would argue, if he goes East and he goes to a team of one of those teams, that team will win a championship in his Supermax window.
Go East,
How
young
are we
man.
going to react to that as Bucks fans? I actually will be all right with it because I love Giannis and I think he's earned it. So normally I'd be maybe a little more Wilde-esque and I would be bitter and hold a grudge. I'm not going to do that.
Bitter seems strong. I didn't say I was bitter.
I've been doing this show with you for 10 years. You're a grudge-holding, and if somebody wrongs you or feels like they've wronged you, I would argue, pretty bitter about it. But maybe I'm wrong. I'm open to being wrong.
So I feel a couple things. If I'm going to take on the role of the bitter guy, I feel like this has been essentially 2 years of a guy wanting to get out of a marriage, and now it's finally going to happen. And so has that soured me slightly on him? Yeah, I think that's probably fair to say. I am going through the list of trades, the 15 biggest trades in the NBA over the last several decades. Some have worked out, and the guy went and won a title there. Others didn't. Allen Iverson to Denver, not so great. Kawhi Leonard to Toronto,
Iverson
they won a title
washed. He was washed when that happened. Come on.
there. Tracy McGrady to Houston. Dwight Howard to the Lakers, that didn't work out. Kevin Garnett to Boston did. Shaq to Miami in 2004. Russell Westbrook to Houston. Kyrie Irving to Boston. Kevin Love to Cleveland. Carmelo Anthony to New York. James Harden to Brooklyn. Paul George to the Clippers. Worked out great for Oklahoma City. And Anthony Davis to the Lakers. Those are the ones that are on this list.
Yeah, so you're about 50% hit rate, which I think is pretty dang good.
Dame did not make that list. And by the way, we've been, and I am not a big fan of this fellow either. I look at how things have played out for the Browns, and I have serious doubts about some of his decisions as the owner of that football team. But I want to give Jimmy Haslam at least a little bit of credit because he at least did get up there and say, we're done kind of, for lack of better term, tiptoeing around. First they say that he's either going to sign the Supermax or he's going to be traded. I don't think that was Haslam. I think it was the other guy. But then he gets up there and says the timeline that he wants to do it. If you're not sure about it, we're going to take that as a no, and we're going to trade you. I'm not saying that it's a good thing to trade your superstar. But since they won the title, during which he was injured during the playoffs and came back and then they won the title, he has been largely injured in the postseason when they've qualified, and they haven't gone anywhere. So, again, I'm not in any way saying it will be a good thing, but it's possible that it will not be the train wreck that we fear it could be by trading him. That's all.
Okay. I'm glad you're telling what you're not saying. That's good.
We need to get ready for Evan Cohen. He will speak to us coming up in the program. Before that, Tausch will tell us about Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
If you've been putting off replacing your windows and doors, now is the time, because Pella of Wisconsin, they have a bunch of different 0% interest financing options for you. Again, that is 0% interest. And in Wisconsin, your home does take a beating year-round. The right windows and doors can improve comfort, boost energy efficiency, and it will upgrade your home's look. Pella's experts will help you find the perfect fit for your home and within your budget, all, again, with 0% interest financing options. You can upgrade now and pay over time without paying a dime in interest. Don't wait. Visit PellaWI.com today to learn more.
We'll hear a few audio clips on takes on Giannis next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Mark Tauscher here, and as we count down to the official start of summer in Wisconsin, you know what beverage you'll find in my hand when enjoying some time outdoors: the cool, refreshing taste of an ice-cold Coors Light. At a baseball game in Milwaukee, grilling in the backyard, out on the golf course, every experience goes from good to great with a Rocky Mountain cold Coors Light. Coors Light is brewed with the 3-step cold process, cold lager, cold filtered, and cold packaged, so it's actually made to chill. The mountains on Coors Light's cold-activated bottles and cans turn blue. That's when you know it is chilled to perfection, which, besides the refreshing taste, is my favorite thing about drinking Coors Light. Refreshingly cold and only 102 calories, Coors Light is made to chill. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, a Golden, Colorado.
The Milwaukee Brewers, the San Diego Padres.
Fly ball center field. It's hit well. Grisham back. It is gone!
Tonight on 100.5 ESPN.
A strong team makes all the difference, and Everlight Solar just expanded theirs. Everlight now offers roofing and exterior services for homeowners dealing with storm damage. From the first call to the final repair, Everlight quickly handles everything under one roof. When your roof takes a hit, you've got a team behind you. Start today at everlightroofing.com. That's everlightroofing.com. Everlight, powering through any storm. A proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a legendary group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 5th through the 7th with an exciting team competition at TPC Wisconsin in Madison. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Little Big Town with special guests Randy Houser and May Estes. Friday, June 5th at Breeze Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
Sauna, cold plunge, it's everywhere right now. But at Sauna Day, this isn't a trend. It's an ancient practice that works. Heat and cold exposure are scientifically proven to improve circulation, reduce inflammation, support better sleep, and help you recover faster. At Sauna Day, we've built Wisconsin's first thermal bathhouse in downtown Madison, with saunas, cold plunges, steam, and space to reset. Come try it before work, after a workout, solo, or with friends. Sauna Day, proven to raise vitality and designed to feel good.
Every event tells a story, from the first impression to the final moments. Have someone guide your guests through every chapter the way you want the story told. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With a strong presence, great voices, and an award-winning team, trust us to guide, direct, and inform your guests through all the different chapters of the day. For fun, memorable entertainment for any event, please visit us at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Zimbrick European. They're Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, and certified pre-owned. But the best part is I've been working with them since 2018, and the evolution has been a 2-door, a 4-door, and now it's time for an SUV. My life has changed, and it's changed with Zimbrick European. Being a dad has made it really important to have the comfort and the safety that the SUV will bring me. Again, Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Of course, I found the sexiest car on the lot. Check them out.
Mark Tauscher here. People ask, why did I join UW Credit Union? Well, let's break it down. Convenient local branches, easy to use mobile banking app, rewards checking with early payday, and that beautiful Bucky debit card. Also, they've been serving Wisconsin since 1931, which means they have local expertise that's actually local. So stop by a branch or visit uwcu.org to join today and become a UW Credit Union member like I did. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. Keep it right here after Wilde and Tausch and join us for the Rich Eisen Show on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Jesse, I need your help with something. So yesterday, I talked about my Bill Hall Mother's Day bat, and our buddy Josh DiMaggio did some research for me. Apparently, it was given away not as a stadium giveaway where you walk in the door, because as Tausch correctly pointed out, I don't think you want a bunch of people having bats in the stands, right? Apparently, it was part of a ticket deal where you could buy a ticket package, and then you could get this bat, and it was supposed to be signed by Bill Hall, but it is not, so I'm not sure what happened here. I've got this hat, though, Jesse. I'm going to lean into the video stream. Let me get the right side here. It is signed by someone. I got it at the local thrift store for $1.99. Are you an expert in autographs? Can you tell what this is? Who this person might be?
No, I cannot.
Can't either. I like the hat, though. It's that city-style deal. I like it.
So we need an autograph detective to figure out who autographed the hat.
I'll post it on social.
I was going to say, can you take a better picture of it to put it on social media, and someone might be able to help us with that?
I will definitely do that.
I never liked autograph. What do they call them? Autograph seekers. There was a time where when I was a kid, I had a ball, and I tried to go before the game while they were warming up on the field to try and get one of the players to sign the ball. And it just felt like it was a lot of work and not a lot of reward. And then it was like Trent Durrington, I think was the name that comes. He was like a third utility infielder. It's like I did all that work to get a Trent Durrington autograph, and there's not enough payoff from it. So I don't.
You did all that much work. What does that even mean?
You're a
you
kid.
Walk down and you begged somebody to throw you a ball.
You run around the stadium. Hey, Trent! You're yelling, and they're trying to warm up. Wasn't.
Why are you yelling for Trent? Why don't you yell for somebody's autograph you want?
Well, because I don't think the actual stars would sign autographs while they're warming up 10 minutes before the game. But Trent Durrington's probably happy someone recognized who he was. Yeah.
Trent Durrington.
You went for the low-hanging fruit so that you could get an autograph to only complain about getting an autograph from somebody nobody knows. I just want to make sure I'm getting this clear.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal. Seems like
I'm told there's Up North Joe texts me on the private text line. There's a whole Reddit thread that just tells people who signed what, which could be helpful for you if you want to dabble in the world of Reddit.
My guy Pat Mayo saying take a Google image search of the autograph and it'll come up. I tried that already, actually, Pat. So I appreciate that text, but it didn't come up. So it must not be someone very prominent. But anyway, I like
maybe
the
it's
hat.
Trent Durrington.
It could be.
Full circle out.
Looks like the guy wore number 30, and the only 30 I know is Moose Haas. Craig Counsell wore 30 as a player, right? When he came aboard,
he did.
maybe?
Yeah.
Jesse, that was your guy, so I wanted to make sure I asked you about that. Jesse, you have curated a bunch of different voices on this Giannis story. I'm not really interested in any of them, but I'd love for you to play them anyway.
Consider it the radio version of a conversation at the water cooler. It's time for Did You Hear This on Wilde and Tausch.
Well, you are really selling the show here for everybody. Nicely done.
Yeah, I
thought
I sold
the Trent
Evan Cohen's
Durrington
appearance.
of opens for this show.
Well, here's something Jason doesn't care to hear, but the rest of you might be interested. This is Kendrick Perkins on SportsCenter yesterday, suggesting a potential landing spot for Giannis in a trade.
Well, about time it happened. I mean, I got tired of being, exhausted mentally behind this whole situation.
Jason and Big
between
Perk.
this torn relationship. But I'm looking at Giannis and I'm saying you have to go to the best fit that you could actually put yourself in position to win a championship. And I'm about to be biased here. If I'm Giannis Antetokounmpo, I'm looking at Boston. And if I'm Boston, I'm calling the Milwaukee Bucks. Because I would love to see Giannis Antetokounmpo and a healthy Jason Tatum in the Eastern Conference representing the Boston Celtics. And on top of that, you have a guy that finished top 5 in the MVP voting in Jaylen Brown, who's available, who's just now knocking at the door of his prime.
Kendrick Perkins says Giannis to Boston for Jaylen Brown. NBA enthusiast Mark Tauscher, your thoughts?
No, I don't want Jaylen Brown. He's a nice player, but he's going to cost $400 million. I don't see that as something we want. I want some young guns and a bunch of picks that we can reset. we saw this movie, and Jaylen Brown did a nice job without Jason Tatum, but he's not going to be, for what you're going to have to pay him, I'm going to say no thanks. Now, if you want to give me Tatum, I'll take Tatum. Give me Tatum, even with the Achilles that he's coming off of, and some picks. But I don't know if Boston would do that. So, I'm good with Boston. I'm looking more, I think you need to just go and find a way, get 2 or 3 teams involved, and just give me a bunch of picks. And then I want one young, ascending player at a Big Ten level. I don't even know how old Brown is, but Brown's not going to do it for me.
What can Brown do for you? So that was a good take then, huh? That was a good take. Who's next?
Did you hear this?
Freddie Coleman from the ESPN Radio National Afternoon Show.
Love
Freddie and Harry. We love Freddie. He's got the best voice in radio, and he has a potential landing spot for Giannis.
A team like the Detroit Pistons would be perfect for Giannis going forward, especially the way they play, kind of physical style, a guy that they need that kind of inside game that's not just Cade Cunningham. I like Jalen Duren a lot, but now that the big man has come back into vogue in the NBA, especially the low post big man that has come back into vogue, look what Karl-Anthony Towns been able to do, being a point center but going on the low block. Victor Wembanyama, what he's done for the San Antonio Spurs, Nikola Jokic to the Denver Nuggets. We've seen a reemergence of, hey, we can throw the ball inside to that guy, and that guy's going to get us a bucket.
The golden pipes of Freddie Coleman. And he says
he does have a great voice.
The Detroit Pistons NBA enthusiast, Mark Tauscher, your thoughts?
Yeah, it's a good move for Detroit, and I think it puts Detroit – there's a good chance Detroit's going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals this year. It would give Detroit a nice runway with Cunningham. I don't want Duren. He's a big dude, but that's not somebody I want. I don't know what other young pieces they have. Who's got the first overall pick this year?
Washington.
The Wizards.
I doubt Washington. I definitely don't want Anthony Davis. We need to get one of these early picks along with our 10th pick and start building that way. But I can't imagine Giannis would agree to that. So that's the tricky part of this whole equation that we haven't delved into that much. I believe he's going to end up either going to Miami or he's going to end up going to New York. And how that shakes out for the Milwaukee Bucks, I think you're going to have to get a third and maybe even a fourth team involved in order to get that done.
Ramona Shelburne reported that the Bucks identified Evan Mobley as a potential replacement for Giannis once upon a time. You excited about Evan Mobley?
Yeah, as long as that's a Cavalier, as long as Myles Garrett comes back to Green Bay. Otherwise, no, I'm not interested at all.
Jesse, I'm guessing that the other clip that you have is not someone suggesting Tausch's suggestion of a Myles Garrett to the Packers trade.
Did you hear this?
It is not. It is Evan Cohen of Unsportsmanlike who is scheduled to appear next with us. Here's what he said about Giannis trade rumors this morning.
You're not going to come up with a trade that is going to benefit the Bucks anytime in the next 5 years. Okay, so Paolo Banchero would be the centerpiece in Orlando. What is that going to get you if you're Milwaukee? They don't have picks. They're all in Memphis for Desmond Bane. What are you going to do with that? Miami has been mentioned. Tyler Hero from Milwaukee, good to great player in his career. He's not a championship player in terms of being number one. Khalil Ware, like what are you going to get here? Your Lakers, let's say they clear everybody out. It's an open roster. Give them everything. What's everything? Okay, Golden State, the 4 first-rounders. And then what? Jimmy Butler? Okay, well then you're going to flip Jimmy Butler again. What are you getting exactly? Everybody says you got to trade Giannis. For what? So for me, before I even consider trading Giannis, I am going to consider building a team with whatever I have left around him to make him say no to the contract.
Oh boy, there's a launch for him to come up next.
Might be the best take I've heard out of the three. I'll say that.
Tausch, Evan says keep Giannis here unless there's a great offer or he requests out. What do you think?
Well, he doesn't want to be here. It's become fairly obvious to me.
No, he never said that, though. He's never said that.
No, I'm saying for me, I feel like it's been fairly obvious from noticing some things down there and then just in reaction to what he said, and he's past tensing things. I think the ship has sailed, man. And we can sit here and hide and and hope. But we've tried this. You've tried this for 2 years, and it's been a debacle. Hasn't worked. Now Giannis is getting older. If you can piece some stuff together and get 2 or 3 stars in here along with Giannis, and with the limited amount of resources you have to give up, all right, Evan, I'll hear you. But that's not baked in reality of the situation that we're in. So I would like to hear what Evan has that he can, and he is always sitting there dinking around on that trade machine. If he can come up with 3 or 4 really good options to keeping Giannis and putting this team as a title contender, awesome. If not, what are we doing? Why do we want to have a $200 million $180 million payroll, paying luxury tax, and the team is this bad without any draft picks moving forward? And then Giannis can just bail after next year for nothing? That's your worst case scenario, people. And I don't want to be a part of that. So, no, I'm out.
I can't wait to hear more from Evan on this subject. He will join us next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
We're on the Badgers.
The bottom line on it is you're going into a monster season.
Because we're on Wisconsin sports.
And now there's more change, more things that aren't stable than there ever has been before.
This is 100.5 ESPN.
Wisconsin weather doesn't ease into spring. It keeps you guessing. That's why your windows and doors need to handle everything. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, we build for year-round comfort. Get the look you want for the home you love with 0% financing options available. So you can upgrade now and pay over time. Plus, enjoy a free in-home consultation, expert installation, and a 10-year limited warranty. Schedule today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 5/31/2026.
$2.3 million. A recent Schwab survey of Americans says that it takes $2.3 million to be wealthy. But you may have had your financial plan set on a bigger or a more humble number. But if you're looking for added insights on how to get there or how to avoid some tax pitfalls on the way, Annex Wealth Management is ready to listen. Mark Tauscher here, and whether your situation is complex or simple, the Annex Wealth Management team can give you wealth expertise and guidance on reaching your goals. Annex Wealth Management. Know the difference.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. You know that honey-do list that's been sitting on your counter since what, 2020? Yeah, we can handle that. From leaky faucets to light fixtures, our handyman team at Bruner Realty fixes it all. Fast, friendly, and done right the first time. We take care of it so you don't have to. Visit fixedbybruner.com. That's fixedbybruner.com. Because your to-do list deserves a happy ending.
Whether you're grilling outside, sitting on the patio, or watching the game, summer is the perfect time to sip on a cocktail made with Door County Distillery. Handcrafted award-winning spirits made locally in beautiful Door County. Hey, it's Alex Stroh. Mix up a G&T with that signature green bottle of gin, or sip on it with a couple of rocks, my favorite, the Door County Distillery Bourbon. Made in Door County, available all over the state, including right here in the Madison area. Local, affordable, award-winning. That's what it's all about. It's Door County Distillery. Find the retailer nearest you, doorcountydistillery.com.
Running a business doesn't leave time to wait. You need answers and a banker who responds. At Starion Bank, you work directly with local decision makers who understand your business and act quickly. No runaround, no delays, just solutions. The right banking relationship makes a difference, especially when things get complicated. Starion Bank, built for the long game. Visit starionbank.com to get started today.
When you or a loved one are faced with an unexpected injury or illness, Stoughton Health's urgent care is there for you. Stoughton Health has 4 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have urgent care locations in Stoughton, Oregon, McFarland, and Cottage Grove with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health accepts over 160 insurances, including Dean Health Plan, Quartz, Humana, and more. Please visit stoughtonhealth.com for more information. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
Hey parents, looking for the perfect night out with the whole fam? Cheer on Madison's professional soccer team, Forward Madison FC, with the Forward Madison Family Special, presented by Madison Gas and Electric. Score a ticket to the match, a meal, and an FMFC scarf for only $20 per pack. Forward Madison's home opener is just around the corner on May 16th, so don't wait. Visit forwardmadisonfc.com to buy yours today. That's forwardmadisonfc.com.
Evan Cohen on Wilde and Tausch is brought to you by Horicon Bank, serving their clients with faster decisions, smarter financing, and bankers who get your business. Horicon Bank, doing good for 130 years.
Joining us momentarily on the Yuengling guest hotline. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America, now in Wisconsin. 6 generations. Family owned and operated since 197 years. Are you kidding me? DG Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly. I did learn something alarming that I had never known before, because I am not the aficionado of 90210 that the two of you guys are. I always thought your guy Nat, his name was Pisaccio, the Peach Pit Pisaccio. His last name starts with a B? Is that right? I got that wrong all these years?
I thought it was Pisaccio.
So did I, but I looked him up today because you guys spent so much time.
Pisaccio, not Pisaccio.
Yeah, Pisaccio it says. In his bio, in his obituary for Joe Tata, who's the actor who played Nat, Bussicchio. Evan Cohen, can you help me out with this? Is that really the owner of the Peach Pit, the late, great Joe E. Tata? Nat Bussicchio?
Right. And you know what's interesting, Jason? Last week, when I was lucky enough to join you guys, we had a great conversation with the comps to 90210 and everything like that. And the entire time, Tausch was saying the name wrong, but I didn't want to correct him because we were rolling. I think, Tausch, you said it with a P instead of a B.
Yeah, I still say it with a P. He's never going to be Pisaccio to me.
Wrong.
He'll always be Pisaccio.
Yeah.
It might be, but it might not be.
Right. Well, yeah, it's just wrong. Okay.
So I always thought that's why he called his restaurant the Peach Pit, because his last name was Pisaccio.
Because of the peas.
Do you have Mrs. Walsh as one of your top 5 TV moms of all time? Judy, for some of us? Is it Cindy?
Her name's Cindy.
I thought it was Judy Walsh.
This is really
okay.
This is very much on brand on names.
Right.
Mrs. Walsh is number 2 on Tausch's rankings.
No, I'm not great with names.
Do you know anyone's name on 90210?
No, I just told you. I don't know. No, Dylan and Kelly and
Barry Walsh.
Yeah, I know some.
Yeah.
Brando.
Okay.
Brando.
It's Brando. Yeah, Brando. Tim Brando.
Evan, as much as I could discuss 90210 all day, and I 90210 all day, and I almost did last week. I want Jesse to replay the clip that we just played from you, because I thought, and you know this pains me to say this, that this was an outstanding position. Like, I think I couldn't agree with you more. I thought it was so good. Here again with Evan Cohen live is Evan Cohen pre-recorded.
you're not going to come up with a trade that is going to benefit the Bucks anytime in the next 5 years. Okay, so Paolo Banchero would be the centerpiece in Orlando. What is that going to get you if you're Milwaukee? They don't have picks. They're all in Memphis for Desmond Bane. What are you going to do with that? Miami has been mentioned. Tyler Hero from Milwaukee, good to great player in his career. He's not a championship player in terms of being number one. Khalil Ware. Like, what are you going to get here? Your Lakers, let's say they clear everybody out. It's an open roster. Give them everything. What's everything? Okay, Golden State, the 4 first-rounders. And then what? Jimmy Butler? Okay, well, then you're going to flip Jimmy Butler again. What are you getting exactly? Everybody says you got to trade Giannis. For what? So for me, before I even consider trading Giannis, I am going to consider building a team with whatever I have left around him to make him say no to the contract.
I'm not here to make life better for Giannis. I'm here to make life better for my team if I'm the owner of the Milwaukee Bucks. And I think you made a hell of a lot of sense there.
Yeah, but what if you can do both? What if making the Milwaukee Bucks better? Like tell you an exact trade, you're saying?
Well, I mean, why?
So
that's pretty good there.
What?
Backstreet Boys. That was the Backstreet Boys, right?
Oh.
Tell
I
me
didn't hear that
why.
part, sorry. So I think this is going to be more than just, oh, God, I got a ticket. Oh, nobody gives tickets on this block. What the hell?
Your secret spot is no longer secret.
Oh, my, wow, a lot of us. The car behind me got a ticket. That's brutal.
How much is a ticket? How much is a parking ticket in New York?
Let's find out. Hold, please. What, you want to play the over-under game? Jesse, some music, please, if you could. Let's play the over-under game here.
I love this game. Okay. I will set the ticket price at $75.
How much did you say?
I'm setting the over-under at 75. I'm taking the under.
You're in New York.
Yep.
I'm going to take the over.
I'm going to go over 75.
Okay. The correct answer for my parking ticket, $65.
Oh, number 65!
Wow. You know,
Tausch will pay
65
half.
has always brought me bad luck. Always brought me bad luck.
That's true. Do you think, has New York gone to, if your car is different, they'll give you a bigger ticket? Because I think that, what is it called? Not predatory pricing, but when you start doing that now, obviously with AI and everything else, they're picking out what you are going to pay. It's different for different cars.
Price gouging?
Like your
Is that what it's called?
Mercedes-Benz, are you getting more of a price hike than if
I
it
don't
was...
drive a Mercedes-Benz.
Are you saying that like
That's
variable ticket pricing, like the
Variable
like
ticket,
the Packers
yes.
have?
That's what I was trying to say. Thank
Glad
you.
it could help.
Do you want, you know, Tausch, you're all fancy, huh? You know what kind of car I drive?
No. Corvette.
No, I think people would be, based on how
A
you portray me,
Volkswagen
I think
Bug.
people would be surprised.
Well,
No,
you got
I'm
the
not
gated
driving
community, and I assumed you had like a big body
don't live in a
Benz.
gated
Harley Davidson motorcycle.
No.
That would be fascinating.
Evan, the only
You ready for
person
this?
that I would think would be less to have a motorcycle would be Jason.
Yeah, I would never
on
own a
this
motorcycle. 0% chance. Yep.
I think you have a very reasonable, probably, you're a hybrid guy. You got a Subaru. You're driving a Subaru hybrid.
Nope, incorrect. I drive a 2016 Chevy Equinox with 116,600.
Let's go. I knew I liked you. You're a Chevy guy. I like that.
Got it at
Attaboy.
Zimbrick and Sun Prairie once upon a time.
All right. It appears we've lost everybody.
Oh, no, now I got you back. I didn't hear.
Oh, all right.
All I heard was Tausch. You know what? Tausch celebrating me, I guess, cuts the line automatically.
Yeah, I was wondering why you decided to go down that road. All right, so a couple of flaws in your NBA
All right, yeah,
premise here.
Well, I didn't even get to it, but thanks.
What do you mean you didn't get to it? We just heard you. He just played it.
Yeah, but he had
what else do
more,
you
and
wanna
then he got
add
the
to it?
ticket,
Jason,
and he didn't
Jason
finish his
literally set it up. Yeah, he set it up, Tausch, by saying, let's hear what was said today on Unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, and we listened to it. What else?
Yeah, and then he got the ticket.
So now you need
and
to
he never
just
finished
wait a
his
second.
thought.
Evan is the guy that needs to interview himself and then do a post game on his own interview. That's what you're telling me.
He was about to give his discussion points, and then the ticket thing
happened.
happened.
This morning on Unsportsmanlike. All right, Evan, tell me more.
Jason then just said, like, give it to me. Let me understand this, right?
Yes. Give it to me.
Basically, my point.
Okay.
My point is this. My point is this.
Yeah.
That in this scenario, let's talk about facts. The Milwaukee Bucks moving forward past this season have many draft picks that go other places because of trades made either to win a championship or try to compete for a championship, as they have always done, I think, as much as any team in the NBA in terms of let's max out every ounce of effort to surround Giannis with great players. It has not worked out all the time.
It is not.
But one cannot say they didn't try, that's for sure. Okay?
No, they definitely tried.
As a result of they did try. As a result of not having your picks, even with all of the rules that are changing around tanking, it doesn't truly guarantee any kind of benefit for you to be bad multiple years in a row. So you're not going to necessarily be a championship team, but in fact, they don't have their pick. Factually, they cannot offer Giannis a contract extension, nor can Giannis accept a contract extension until October 1st. Now, here's the variable in all of this. Do they want more picks in this year's draft, or do they want more picks? And the reason I ask
this year's draft. This year's draft.
Okay, well then that. Okay, so then, and I know Jimmy Haslam said as much, but that changes my argument in terms of what you just said. My argument was, what if they completely flip the script? They say, we're going to try to put together a competitive team this year, and if Giannis on October 1st wants to join this competitive team, awesome. If he doesn't sign the contract extension, then we will move him at that time, almost Micah to the Packers style. We will move him at that time, moments before the season begins, because that is the only time we can offer and he could accept a contract extension. But in the meantime, we are going to try to put together a winning team because losing does not benefit us. And if you decide to move him on October 1st, what do you think? Teams are not going to offer an arm and a leg because, you waited too long? Give me a break. They're going to offer an arm and a leg. So my first course of action, if I'm the Milwaukee Bucks, is can I put players on this roster that would make Giannis say, me with them is better than me on the new team without the guys they're going to have to trade to get me. That's my first course of action. If that doesn't work, or you can't pull off trades that make your team better, well then you know what you have to do. Then you're going to have to trade Giannis. But until then, why not try to upgrade the roster and make the decision as to whether or not he wants to join it?
All right, Evan, you're Mr. Trade. Give me some legitimate, realistic options of what this team with no draft picks to trade, other than number 10 this year, can get that would make Giannis even think that they could be a contender moving forward.
Yep.
Help me understand what you're thinking, because
sure, that's not what you just said. Is not true. They have 2 future firsts in addition to this year. They're just really far out, and in theory, you would not want to trade those if Giannis is not on your team. So, how I look at this is, you need to find players that, if your thought is, if Giannis is going to stay, he wants win-now championship caliber players that another team then would be willing to give up. Because then you're thinking to yourself, well, why would another team give a win-now championship player up? The only reason a team would give a win-now championship player up is either because their contract's horrific or the timeline does not align with someone that is maybe more of the franchise player. So where do I go to on that? A player that I wouldn't want on my team, but would be phenomenal with Giannis, and that is Kyrie Irving. Because Cooper Flagg is 19 years old. Kyrie Irving is in his 30s. Kyrie Irving, I believe, is gettable. And I believe that the Milwaukee Bucks giving up the 10th pick in the draft this year
and giving up a combination, let's say, of Kyle Kuzma expiring contract and Bobby Portis, who they could certainly flip again, plus pick and maybe picks, could potentially get you Kyrie Irving. Now, the next name I'm going to give you is an absurd name on one of the worst contracts in the league, but again, you have to try to win when you don't have your picks. Miles Turner and Kyle Kuzma get you Joel Embiid. You could scoff at that and say, I would never want Joel Embiid. Okay, Tausch.
Yeah.
That sounds
get
like
two
scoff
guys
to
that
me.
that can't walk, and one of them couldn't finish. The other guy hadn't played a game all season and has had two big-time knee surgeries.
Okay.
Let's bring all these old guys in for one last run. Yeah, okay, continue. Wow.
Okay, no. So what I'd like from you then, since that's such a bad idea, what I'd like from you is the opposite. Tell me what your Giannis trade is that you're very excited about.
I don't know who. I want to get a bunch of picks in this year's draft. I want to get a top 10 pick out of this year's draft. I want a young, obviously isn't going to be Giannis star level, but somebody that has that potential. And it's not going to be a one-on-one trade. It's going to be a 3 or 4 teamer. Get them involved and just get us a bunch of youth. Because, Evan, if you were the owner and had to write that check to Giannis for $70 million a year, and bringing Joel Embiid and Kyrie Irving are your options, you're going to write that check thinking you're going to win a championship?
Well, the Embiid part is scary. The
Would
Kyrie
you write
part
that
is
check?
Only with,
Would you write that check?
I would not. For different reasons, which we don't need to get into, I would not feel comfortable writing a check to Kyrie Irving. I think you guys can figure that out for me. Joel is interesting. I think that Joel has the worst contract in the NBA. I also think that, as Michelle Smallman mentioned yesterday on our show, he has been infected with losing, and I think he's one of these guys that literally has no idea what winning looks like, because winning is not, Tausch, you can speak towards this better than Jason and I can, in your world. Winning is not 17 games or at the time 16 games. Winning is like an entire mindset, lifestyle, etc. He was birthed in the process, which is based on losing. I don't think he understands what winning even is. So I'm not writing Joel Embiid off. If he's with another team, I'm writing him off if he's with Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I'm just saying to you, I don't have to trade Giannis now. I'm going to get enormous value in theory if I trade him later. I still have a shot. You could also go after younger players and try to give up picks, like the players that you're talking about that are maybe more expendable type players. I'm not saying they would do this. You could go call Oklahoma City and say, we'll give you everything for Jalen Williams because, hey, maybe you guys don't need him because of what A.J. Mitchell and Jared McCain are doing. Obviously, I don't think they have enough to get him, but you get my point. Exhaust every option before you put Giannis on another team. You still have
Haven't we
time.
done that?
As crazy as it
Hey,
sounds.
oh boy. Haven't we done that with what they did with flexing out Dollar Dame or whatever
Stretching,
that thing is
yeah,
called? Or
stretching.
And bringing in Miles Turner
All right,
on
so
a
you-
monster
Tausch,
deal. Like,
Tausch,
didn't we try this?
Tausch.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
fine. So, Tausch, you want
Yes.
Giannis on another team. You don't want to continue to try this because they've tried everything. And you said you want a top 10 pick. The Wizards are not giving up their pick. The Jazz are not giving up theirs. The Grizzlies are not giving up theirs. The Bulls may give up theirs in theory for Giannis, but are you going to want to play Giannis multiple times a year? The Clippers, at this point in their tenure, I don't think are necessarily going to give up theirs. But do you care what Giannis thinks? Because I could give you. The Hawks certainly have enough to get Giannis.
Yeah, Jalen Johnson and picks. Absolutely.
Now, they're not going to give you Jalen Johnson. They don't need to.
You don't know that.
You're
You gotta
talking
ask.
Okay, you can ask. When they say no, are you willing to do a trade with Zachary Risache, the former #1 overall pick, and maybe if Kuminga picks up his option and then a pick, and then that's what you want? That's fine. What are you going to be? You're going to be bad enough to be in the lottery, and then you're going to have another team pick. What's the point? Your plan sets them up to be nothing for the next 5 years. My plan sets them up to be nothing in 5 years.
Well,
That was
your
well said,
plan,
at the end.
I just wonder how
good,
your
right?
plan is
It
going
was
to be
good.
any
Yeah,
different.
it was. I laughed.
Your plan, is it going to be any better than what we just saw this last year? That wasn't very.
Yes,
I
it would
mean,
be better.
anybody want to go through that again?
Doc did not have his best year. Giannis was banged up. They didn't know how to use their guy. Like, Tausch, they're going to be better.
All right, how about
next
the year before?
assuming-
How about 2 years ago? How'd that work out?
Not well, obviously. So then just
Okay.
Tausch,
So what? Let's just keep. Hey, how is
Tausch,
what
no,
is the
hold
old
on a second.
Jason? Whoa, no, you hold on, Jason. What's the old saying
Definition
about
of
history
insanity.
and repeating it?
Yeah, definition.
There you go.
That's what you
There
were
you
going
go.
for. I
Yeah.
could feel it coming, yes. Trying the same
Yeah.
thing over and
Okay,
over,
so
expecting
Tausch,
different results.
Tausch,
No, but you bring
Tausch.
Embiid in, and we're going to be a champion. Yeah.
I'm just giving you
Maybe
Anthony
they can
Davis
get
is another
Garnett.
name I put down. Tausch.
Tim Duncan.
Then
I like
what
Tim
you need
Duncan.
to do is, Tausch, what you need to do is say the following. It's not, now's the time to trade Giannis. Say, I, Mark Tauscher, do not want Giannis on this team anymore. Say it.
I'll say, listen, I'm not going to get bullied by you. I'll say what I want to say when I want to say it. So, no, I'm not
You
going to be
don't-
a bully.
it happens-
You think you're going
it
to get
happens
on here
not
and
to
bully
say
me?
it.
Get out of here. Go pay your parking ticket.
To say it, because that's what you
I
want to
just
say.
said the Bucks.
Say what
Hey,
you need to say.
Listen, shut your
John Mayer.
I'd love to. I will say what I want to say when I want to say it. I have said for months the Bucks should trade Giannis and get you. That's what I've said. And I also said Giannis deserves all the love we can give him. He's brought us everything. He's given us everything. He doesn't want to be here anymore. Trade him. That's what I've said. So I don't know what else you want me to say. I'm not going to say anything derogatory because I don't believe it. You can
Say what
say
you
that
need to
about
say.
whoever you want. I'm not going to. Look at
Do you
you baiting
believe
for
that
clips.
Giannis-
What, are you a clip bait guy now? Is that what you're doing?
Oh, my God. You're exhausting today.
Yeah, I know.
See?
Trust me, I feel the same way.
Let me ask you this, then. Not what do you want to happen, not your plan versus
Say
my
it!
plan versus Jason.
Say it!
It's like the
What
movie
do
Back
you
to
think
School.
What do you think is going to happen?
I think they're going to trade him right before the draft and get a bunch of picks and a young player that probably isn't going to be up to the standard we hoped. And I think there's going to be some lean years ahead. That's what I think is going to happen.
And so that's what you think is going to happen. And if you had a choice, forget names for a second.
Okay.
You'd rather be bad-ish for the next 5 years than bad in 5 years because you don't think whatever's going to happen in the next 5 will be good enough to bring another championship to Wisconsin.
I don't see a equation of bringing Joel Embiid and Giannis together of getting this team anywhere close to where I don't even know how many games they'd be able to play. I don't want that. Now, if you can find a way to get Giannis with Austin Reeves and some of these other guys that are available, great. Okay, I'm in. But you're not. We don't have the pieces, and I know you say we do.
Oh, you
Why
want that?
would we do it
I
then?
could do that. You want me to do that? I could do that. Okay. So
I
if
didn't know
I'm
you
the
had that kind of
Lakers,
power.
I know he's not. Yeah, I know he's not a lob threat necessarily, which everybody talks about. But I think if you're the Los Angeles Lakers, Miles Turner and Bobby Portis and Rollins are really interesting pieces for them. So if you want to do a sign and trade and you want to put Austin Reeves at $40 million a year and sign and trade him, and you have to guarantee on the incoming team at least 3 years, doesn't all have to be guaranteed, but in this case it would be, and you become hard capped at the second apron, meaning one of the aprons, I forget which one, meaning you can't futz with the roster that much. If you want to do that, I think the
Futz.
Lakers would be thrilled.
That's a fun word.
It's a
dangerous word.
There's rules behind this. No, there's rules behind this stuff. The Lakers, I think, would be thrilled at the concept of bringing Miles Turner and Bobby Portis, Ryan Rollins in the mix for Austin Reeves. That would be an unbelievable trade for the Lakers. You want to make that if you're the Bucks at $40 million a year for a guy who doesn't play defense?
If you're going
would
to
excite
look
you?
at this and keeping Giannis, you better have some really good options of pairing him up. Otherwise, you're just spending $70-some million and hoping that Giannis stays happy. He just showed you this last year he wasn't.
Correct.
You think he's going to get happier the worse this team gets, I don't care how much money you pay him. He ain't going to get happier. And then it's going to be this times what? Moving forward? What?
I found this thing that happened on social media very interesting. And I pounced on something today because Michelle asked, do you think Giannis wants to be in Milwaukee? And I said, yes. I don't know if he wants to be with the Bucks, but I think he wants to be in Milwaukee. The thing where the guy saw him or the gal saw him at the zoo and he was all happy that the guy or gal didn't come up to him, I find it very interesting that he's still there. Aaron Rodgers couldn't get out of there. Jason, correct me if I'm wrong. He got out of there so fast it was ridiculous.
Yes,
right?
house still for sale. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I think, and it's nitpicking, I think Giannis loves Milwaukee. I think he loves Wisconsin. I think he loves the people and the way that they treat him and how much everybody loves him. I think he's annoyed with the Bucks organization and the roster they have. I think normally in a I love Wisconsin, so this is coming from the right place. But in a non-sexy market, it's you're selling the player on the team and the city. In this case, you're just selling the player on the team. And if you can fix that, I think he'd want to stay. And I think he probably loves the idea of being a one-team guy. While I think it's right now, I'd say it's more likely than not he is traded. I still don't think it's over. I still think there's a chance here. Now, there's one question. No, you're bouncing on that. My God. There's one other part of this that is not discussed.
It's kind of a big move, Evan. You're bringing in a max salary guy.
I'm just going to leave you. I understand. But there's one other part of this that is not discussed.
You act like I can't bring it up.
That I think is...
Okay.
Well, listen. Is the part of this that is like a dirty little secret of like, wait, what if that part's true? Are we sure the Bucks want to give him a contract extension?
I'm not sure.
I know that negates everything I've said. But just presenting all angles. Are we sure the Bucks want to max him out on October 1st?
If it's like the last two seasons, no. That's my point. Nobody was happy.
You haven't made it yet.
When nobody is happy, what are we doing? Nobody was happy, Evan. The coach hated it.
Can I call out?
The star player didn't love it. Dollar Dame didn't. Nobody was happy. And now you're going to just throw more money at it? Tell me how that works out. Huh?
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it. I think.
How soon are you going to pay your parking ticket? I know you. You're going to try and pay that right now, right? Or are you going to fight it?
As soon as I get home. No, there's no fighting it. I definitely parked in an area that I should not have parked in. I just have parked in that same area 1,000 times and I've not gotten a ticket. So you're
way
right.
ahead.
So if you average that out,
actually, you should pay every day you did because you're an honorable citizen, right?
Oh, I always pay parking tickets. If I'm wrong, absolutely.
No, but I'm saying you parked illegally for years, knowing you were parking illegally, right?
I don't know about years, but.
Well, you just said thousands of times.
Evan,
thousands
don't
of
you have to
times
talk to the LA guys?
Multiple years.
You got to go.
Boy, did Evan get bludgeoned today.
Stop futzing around.
That was a beatdown.
I don't know about
Joel
that. I presented.
Yeah, you got beat
I'll give you two other names.
You'll be better.
Two other names.
You'll be better next week. Just like
two other names that don't fit.
Yeah.
But to think about it. Could you prize Zion away? Doesn't fit well with Giannis, but can you prize Zion away?
I'm in there.
And then the other one that won't happen because of the coach and the relationship there is obviously John Morant, who you can get probably for 10 cents on the dollar, but he and Taylor Jenkins are not necessarily best of friends from what I gather.
I'm out on that. Bring me Zion, though. I'm in.
Evan, this was really fun. We appreciate you.
Great Lauryn Hill song. All right, guys. See you.
That is Evan Cohen of Unsportsmanlike. There was a lot in there. I think I can boil it down to Tausch is not interested in adding Joel Embiid. I think that we can all agree on. More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Mark Tauscher here for Pizza Hut. And when you look around right now, everything seems to be extra expensive in the world. Except this. Right now, get a large 3-topping pizza for just $10 at Pizza Hut. Try it on Pizza Hut's new hand-tossed crust. Crispy and golden outside, soft and fluffy inside. Finished with garlic parm seasoning. Available for delivery or carryout. Order today at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. Pizza Hut. Feed good times. And remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
You, rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute brought to you by your Badgerland Chevy dealers, proud supporters of Badger Athletics. Go to BadgerlandChevy.com.
With your Badger Minute, I'm Riley Yao. New Badgers offensive line coach Eric Mateos preaches a passion for physicality amongst his unit. Safe to say former Badgers offensive lineman Rob Havenstein is a fan of the mantra.
It's a great quote. Physicality is in the nature of offensive line. Having a coach that's, putting that in the forefront, I think is just going to go great for, all those guys out there. And then you can honestly start having a lot of fun as an offensive line, getting guys on the ground, come back and give your right guard a fist bump. You just killed that guy. That's the fun of offensive line.
Wisconsin weather is unpredictable. Your windows shouldn't be. Upgrade with Pella and get 0% interest until 2030. Order by April 30th at PellaWI.com.
People hear Horicon Bank and they think local, instantaneously.
Over the years, was able to help them in their later years when they needed some care. So I would say that was cradle to grave experience for me.
We encounter precious moments like this all the time. We have a trust administration department that can help.
Our motto is together as a bank and as an organization, and then doing good.
There's amazing success stories of small business entrepreneurs who now are multi-million-dollar companies.
Horicon Bank, together doing good for 130 years. Member FDIC.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a legendary group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 5th through the 7th with an exciting team competition at TPC Wisconsin in Madison. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Little Big Town with special guests Randy Houser and May Estes. Friday, June 5th at Breeze Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Zimbrick European. They're Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, and certified pre-owns. But the best part is I've been working with them since 2018, and the evolution has been a 2-door, a 4-door, and now it's time for an SUV. My life has changed, and it's changed with Zimbrick European. Being a dad has made it really important to have the comfort and the safety that the SUV will bring me. Again, Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Of course, I found the sexiest car on the lot. Check them out.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
All hail King Vaughn.
3-2 to Vaughn. And a fly ball to left. Back at the track. Bye-bye baseball. Welcome back, Andrew Vaughn.
You're listening to Madison's home for Milwaukee Brewers baseball. 100.5 ESPN.
Jesse, are you not able to fix, if we're going to have Tausch frozen, can we bring back the face where he looks like he just bit into a lemon?
No, I can't go back to that one. I appreciate people like Jalen in the YouTube. Hey, Jesse, did you realize Tausch is frozen? No, Jalen, I didn't.
Just trying to help you out, man.
Appreciate it, pal.
What are you such an angry elf for today?
I don't know. I slept pretty well, too. I slept in this morning. Probably too late. I stayed up late watching the Lakers game. That's really what happened. I stayed up late watching the Lakers.
Tausch, before we shift gears to the NFL, which is our bread and butter, you're getting a little bit of grief in the YouTube comments. Why are you in on Zion, who seemingly is always unavailable? And as Geriad says, Zion and cheese curds and butter burgers, are you crazy? No way that works, old T.
Geriad. I love Wisconsin cuisine.
You do.
New Orleans cuisine is pretty doggone good.
It is.
You got beignets and you got jumbo.
Again,
you got all the stuff, man.
I think he's had some issues there too.
Yeah, but he's not. It wasn't. I don't think it's his weight that's been. I mean, obviously he got big for a little bit, but when he was playing, he was leaned back out. This would be his last chance. And at some point when you're in the position that Milwaukee is in, you got to roll the dice. You're not getting top 4 picks. They don't have any picks. So get an old top 4 pick that hasn't panned out. I'm in on it. Why not? If you're going to keep Giannis, you better bring some other talent that's available and see what happens. Get that roux going and get that get the gumbo moving, baby. Like, if you want to make some gumbo, it can't be a one-trick pony. You got to get everything mixed in there and bringing Zion in. It is a big. I'd take Zion over Joel Embiid with the different contract situations. I'll tell you that.
If you want to get some gumbo going, it can't be a one-trick pony. I don't want any pony in my gumbo. I want andouille sausage. We will wait and see if Giannis gets traded or not, and I look forward to more and more of this breathless coverage across all the different platforms of all the different.
The question is,
media.
Are you going to pay $70 million for what we just saw the last 2 years? I don't know who would.
Well, somebody's going to want to, though, right? If they're acquiring him, they're going to want to pay that.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. And we'll have to wait for the next season of Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. Perhaps it'll be behind the Giannis trade. But for right now, it is the Bucks versus the world back in 1987 when the Bucks took on the USSR, narrated by Charlie Behrens. It is on the Bucks Plus Audio Network, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. You can find Behind the Bucks on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, or wherever else you get your podcast. Behind the Bucks, presented by Gallagher. The 10 o'clock hour starts in 2 minutes. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mark Tauscher here, and you know I love a smart play from the pocket. That's why I joined UW Credit Union. With their mobile banking app, I can make smart plays from anywhere. And with rewards checking perks like early payday, I score my money sooner. Stop by any of their local branches or visit uwcu.org to join and make the smart play by becoming a UW Credit Union member like I did. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
This is Derek Engler. You're listening to a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison for generations. Check them out at 220 State Street and online at goodmansjewelers.com. The Milwaukee Brewers back in action as their homestand continues tonight at American Family Field. First of 3 with the San Diego Padres. 6:40 first pitch. Brandon Sproat on the mound for Milwaukee tonight. Pre-game coverage starts just after 6 o'clock following Jim, Matt, and Molly here on Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN. Entering play today, the Brewers at 22-16 on the season, tied for second place in the NL Central standings. They've won 8 of their last 10 after sweeping the Yankees over the weekend for the first time since 1989. The NL Central still all 5 teams over 500 as we approach the midpoint of May here this week. Impressive division. NBA, of course. Shams Charania reporting yesterday that the Milwaukee Bucks are open for business in trade talks for superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bucks hoping to trade Giannis or find a likely partner before the NBA draft coming up in June.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Sooner or later, indeed, the 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch begins now. Hey, old T.
Yeah?
How do we feel about the pomp and circumstance of the schedule release? What is our position on that? You do?
I am very intrigued to kind of see where everything lines up. And it's not about picking how many wins and losses, but just from it's obviously different when I played. You'd be curious about obviously who you open with. Then you'd be curious about Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then how you finish the season off. Otherwise, back when I played, it wasn't, there weren't all these windows and the European game and all the other stuff. So I enjoy it because it now starts feeling like, okay, now we're getting ready to go. We're starting to plan it out and figure it out. So I always look forward to this time of year. I think it's going to be – I am going to go to I'm going to pick a game this year. I'm going to go to a road game. I don't know which one yet, but I'm going to find a road game. I'm going to go. And if it's in Germany, I'd really want to go.
It's not going to be in Germany, though.
No, I understand. That's what I just said. So I probably won't. But I have to. There's some very sexy matchups that are going to be had this year by the G&G, and I'm curious how many primetime solo windowed games we're going to get, because I think there'll be some. It's interesting that with Vinny and Eric this morning at WTMJ, they said, well, boy, it's kind of weird. Packers, big brand. None of the games that have been announced so far have the G&G. And I did find that kind of interesting, too. But
have that many games been announced?
Yeah, there's been 6 different sets of games that have been announced. None of them involve the Packers, which I do find interesting.
There's
12
18
teams.
weeks of games. There's your away games, since you're planning an away trip. Yep. Bears, Lions, and Vikings, oh my.
Nope, none of those.
New England?
I don't think. Maybe. Want to check up my buddy Braves, see how Braves is doing.
He could use somebody to check in on him. The New York Jets.
Nah.
The Los Angeles Rams.
That's where I'm kind of leaning. If it's a later in the season game, that's where I'm kind of leaning.
Big LA guy. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Potentially. That'd be a fun one. Yep.
And the New Orleans Saints, if it's not in Paris.
Get that gumbo ready with me and Zion. Go get a little of that roux. Some of that roux.
You guys can sit together at the old New Orleans cookery. I don't know why we do this game at a time business. I think tomorrow we'll find out who the Saints are marching into Paris with. Do you want that to be the Packers, or would you prefer that it's not the Packers?
I feel like we're always so pouty when we have an international game.
Well, I know the head coach
doesn't
is.
end well for us.
He's not a very good actor.
So I would prefer us going down to Nolans and that could be a fun trip. But my hunch would tell me that the league is going to want the Packers to be international. That's it's been a couple of years, right, since they've been 2 years.
It was 2022 they went to London. 2024 they went to Brazil. 2026.
So the math would say, that they probably will end up going to Paris, and I think New Orleans, they're going to sell their stadium out anyways. So I don't think it's as big a deal as like a Tampa or Carolina or some of these other programs that they're always looking to get them Packer fans to come down. But I know Green Bay fans would love to go down to New Orleans, but I also know they'd love to go over to Paris.
You mentioned this yesterday, but Ed Policy, in an appearance on Cheesehead TV, said that the Detroit Lions had, wisely I would argue, protected their Packers game at Ford Field, and that it's his understanding that they will not be the opponent in Munich, which the Lions are hosting one of their games. If the Packers were to go over across the pond, and it would be in Paris against the Saints, they would then have 9 home games, 1 neutral site game, and only 6 true road games. Right? Or 7 true road games. 7 true road games.
No,
that's pretty good.
That math ain't math.
Yeah,
no,
math wasn't math.
And that happened a couple of years ago, and I said it was a big advantage. Well, obviously you went down there, you got beat, and your quarterback got hurt down in Brazil. I think obviously you want to play as many home neutral games as you can, but you don't want to add all that added travel on. And unfortunately, the new way this league is going to go, you're going to end up with a lot more travel. At least Detroit, Minnesota, Chicago, always those easy little bop flights. You don't want to give up a bopper. If you're going to go, all right, if we're going out to L.A. instead, we'll go to Australia. It's a big bopper, but that's something that you could look at doing and be all right with.
The Packers have played 2 international games, and in both of them, their quarterbacks suffered significant injuries that affected their season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not ideal.
Rodgers,
you know what else isn't ideal? And I know
London.
there's a lot of players that are irritated. The fact that all of these stadiums that have hybrid turfs or whatever it is, the World Cup is coming, and the players have begged the owners to put grass down. The owners continue to say no. Mm-hmm. Now the World Cup comes, and they're more than happy to put grass down.
Mm-hmm.
It's a total slap to the face of NFL players when that happens.
Jerry says on the YouTube comments, by the way, circling back to Zion, Zion was in amazing shape this year. If you're going to knock the player, have some facts on what you are doing.
Thank you, Jerry.
Yeah, good. Great. Thank you for the correction, Jerry. Jerry also recommends an oyster po' boy for you and him when you go to New Orleans.
Yeah,
so I don't know
I'd be up for that.
I think Jerry might be in New Orleans, which, if that's the case, he would be up to speed both on po' boys and on Zion. So we will find out tomorrow, supposedly, if the Packers are headed to Paris to play the Saints. And then on Thursday, it is the schedule release. The home games, and since I just gave you the road games, the home games that the Packers have on their slate, of course, again, the division opponents, the Bears, the Lions, and the Vikings.
Hey, let's do this. Let's do this. I want to do a little blind ranking. Now, the 3 of us will do, or we don't want a snake draft. The home games you got to get to this year. Just to get an idea of where the intensity level is from our fans on what I'm intrigued by that.
Okay, we can do that. Can I tell people what the games are?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
We can't blind rank then, but yeah.
How on earth would we blind rank which games you want to go to without knowing who the opponent is? What exactly
I know
would
who the opponents are. I have a good idea. I know 3 of them for sure of who's coming. And
Okay,
I'm pretty
tell me
sure
the other
Buffalo
6.
Bills. The Buffalo Bills are coming.
That's
correct.
4. Yeah.
Okay, you said Patriots, Jets. So Miami is coming. Half is coming into town.
5. 4 to go.
Buffalo. I already said Buffalo.
You
right?
said Buffalo, yeah.
What other division?
4 more to go.
I think we're playing the Houston Texans.
Hey, there you go.
Okay.
6, 3 to go.
NFC. Who are they hosting from the NFC?
Cowboys.
7.
Oh!
Are you cheating?
Giants. No, where am I cheating? I don't have internet at my house. Giants are not one.
You have internet. How's the video?
What other division? Commanders?
Try the
what
NFC
other division
South.
are we playing?
Try the NFC South.
So it's New Orleans. Oh, we got Carolina coming into town again.
There you go. That's 8. 1 more to go.
And then it must be either the Falcons. I'm going to say the Falcons.
There you go. There you go. Old T with your home opponents for the green and gold, the G&G. Bears,
so
Lions,
Carolina
Vikings.
would be the last game that I'd want to go see. That would be my 9th pick.
Not Atlanta?
If I'm blind. Nah, they got quarterback issues. They get to see Tua. Yeah, I'm intrigued.
Atlanta, Buffalo, Carolina, Dallas, Houston, Miami.
You know the game that I would want. Oh, we're going to play that next?
Well, yeah, you wanted to play. I was trying to give the list of then we did the UC, and if you could guess them, it was a whole thing. You know what? I know this. We may not know when each Packers home game is, but we do know when the AmFam Championship is, and we do know when we'll be there.
June 5th?
On June 5th.
Still June 5th. I don't know if you can't hear me. I said that 3 times. June 5th, Friday. June 5th, the American Family Insurance Championship returns to Madison in June. It's one of our favorite weekends of the year. Wisconsin's own Steve Stricker hosts the PGA Tour Champions event at the TPC Wisconsin. The AmFam Champ features best ball and Scramby formats in an exciting 2-person team format. American Family Insurance Championship, June 5th through the 7th. Wilde and Tausch will be out there on the 5th. That's a Friday, Jason. Get details and ticket information at amfamchampionship.com. Little Big Town playing Bree Stevens after on Friday night. I'll be over there too. Be fun.
When is that concert?
I think June 5th. Friday.
Are they part of the Scramby format, or is that something else?
I'm sure they'll scramble up different songs. Have maybe some people come up and they'll scramble some. What do they call them? A duet, mixer. What do they call? Yeah. A mashup, if you will. Maybe I don't know that for sure.
So is there a little dollop of ink that's missing from that, and it makes it look like it says Scramby instead of Scramble, or is Scramby a new thing that I'm not aware of?
I always call them Scrambies. I call them Scrambies.
Okay. I just was curious.
It is a scramble.
I heard you say Scramby, by the way. You just said it. You just said it's a Scramby. But I had not. I wasn't familiar with that. Yeah.
It is a scramble if you're going by the letter of the law. I call them Scrambies.
Okay. We're going to do a blind draft of the home games we want to go to now that we know the opponents.
No, I'm just going to, you know what? I can tell you're being sarcastic, and that's fine. I am going to rank 1 through 9, and you guys, I want you guys to sway me or tell me why I'm crazy with my prediction, with my picks of where I want these teams playing, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to do this next. I have my list of the game I have to be at, and then the ones that I ain't going to be mad if I miss. And if I wanted to sell my tickets, I'm not going to tell Aaron Popke, those are the games 8 and 9 that I would. I will do that next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
It's well known that the boss at the exteriors company is a perfectionist.
It's a gift.
He not only oversees every job, he inspects each aspect of the operation to get to the root of what your project will actually need to be long-lasting.
Call 960-ROOF.
Oh, he's proud of all the reviews.
What can I say? Take a look.
The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise.
ESPN Madison and Zimbrick Honda are celebrating the area's best high school sports stories with the Game Changers of the Month. Follow ESPN Madison on social media to see the teams recognized for making a positive impact in the community. It's the Game Changers of the Month, presented by Zimbrick Honda.
All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Here's the thing. Buying jewelry should feel good. Not rushed, not pressured, and definitely not final if it's not right. That's why at Condon Jewelers you can exchange your purchase so you actually end up with what you really want. And when it comes to value, Condon Jewelers offers some of the best prices in the area without sacrificing quality, service, or trust. So whether you're celebrating a big moment or just treating yourself, you can shop confidently knowing they've got your back. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Your family's safety is your responsibility, and it starts with a solid roof. When the next storm rips through and takes some of your shingles with it, call Badgerland Exteriors. Or looking to replace your whole roof but don't want to break the bank? Let the team at Badgerland Exteriors give you a free, no obligations estimate.
AJ with Badgerland Exteriors here. Contracting made easy is more than a tagline. It's how we run our family business. Visit BadgerlandExteriors.com to get started on your next project. That's BadgerlandExteriors.com.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Running a business doesn't leave time to wait. You need answers and a banker who responds. At Starian Bank, you work directly with local decision makers who understand your business and act quickly. No runaround, no delays, just solutions. The right banking relationship makes a difference, especially when things get complicated. Starian Bank, built for the long game. Visit starianbank.com to get started today.
Discover the all-new TPC Wisconsin, Madison's premier destination for families, women, and golfers of all levels. Fresh off a stunning $30 million transformation, TPC Wisconsin offers more than championship golf. Enjoy a welcoming community with tennis, pickleball, a world-class golf academy, swimming, fitness, and family-friendly activities all year long. Experience the newest TPC golf club in the world right here in Madison. Visit tpcwisconsin.com to explore memberships and schedule your tour today.
We ask and you answer. Tune in to Jim, Matt, and Molly every weekday 4 to 6 and follow at Jim, Matt, Molly on X to vote in daily poll questions presented by Siding Unlimited, your local window installation pros.
Want to move better, play faster, and compete at a higher level? Train where Wisconsin's top athletes go. Total Athlete Performance. From middle school phenoms to the pros, TAP is Madison's #1 destination for speed, power, and athleticism. Their proven systems, expert coaches, and cutting-edge equipment help you dominate your sport. Can't make it in? Train anywhere with the TAP mobile app. Spots are filling fast, so don't wait. Visit tapwisconsin.com to schedule your free athletic assessment today.
This is our crew.
Fly ball center field. It's hit well back. It is gone! Another Mother's Day miracle for the Brewers.
Madison's home of the Brewers. 100.5 ESPN.
All right, as Tausch, Mr. Scrampy, teased, he is going to power rank.
That's Power Ranking Tuesday, right?
The 9 home games that will be on the Packers' schedule. We don't know when they are.
No,
we know where they are. They are at Lambeau Field, 1265 Lombardi Avenue, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tausch, are you going to start with number 9 and work your way up, or are you going to start with number 1 and work your way down?
What would you like, Jason?
I would like if you would start with the least appealing game and work your way up to the most appealing game to you.
Yeah,
kind of build the suspense.
I'm going to go with the Carolina Panthers and I know they came in here and beat us last year, but Carolina is going to be number 9. on my list of least appealing. So if that to me is a no-brainer. I think we will get our revenge this year. I give Bryce. Yeah, if you think back to that game last year, they couldn't move the ball a lick until they did. That was another. I think that loss gets swept under the rug a little bit because the Browns game was so bad and the Cowboys tie and obviously the abysmal finish. That Panthers game, what a debacle that was.
Offensive
Atlanta's
putridity.
Now, Atlanta's got Bijan. They have some star power.
Tua.
But I don't think it and Tua's going to be their quarterback, my guess is going to be, especially if it's an early in the season game. So I'm going to put them at 8. The New York Jets are on the schedule, right, Jesse, or is that a road game?
That is a road game.
Road game for the Jets. The Bills and the Dolphins are the AFC East teams that come to Green Bay.
Bills are going to be very high on my list. Who are the Cowboys? Can you help me out again with the teams you kind of know?
I would
where
love
I'm at,
to.
since I thought the schedule. I thought it was going to pop up on the screen for me, but it didn't.
The other home games: Minnesota, Detroit, Chicago, Buffalo, Miami, Dallas, and Houston. In fairness to
Houston
us for not helping you, you did get them all.
Houston's next on my list. 7 is Houston. And then I would go 6, the Miami Dolphins, just because of the Hafley effect. There's some storylines that are going to be semi-interesting.
You don't want to put that ahead of Dallas?
No, Dallas
Malik
is going to
Willis
be a sexy
coming
game.
back?
Yeah, I'm not. Miami stinks. They're going to stink.
Zaire,
they want to stink. They're going to stink.
Zane Anderson.
It's going to be Stink City, USA. 5 is the Minnesota Vikings. For a couple of reasons.
That's surprising.
I'll be curious what
Didn't see that
the
coming.
Kyler
Thought that'd be
Murray
higher.
effect of it. I don't really know how that's going to play out. 4, this is going to be surprising to you.
Yeah.
Chicago Bears. The Bears.
What?
Yeah, until I hear
this is just null and void.
Hear me out. Why is it null and void?
Because
this is my ranking. This isn't your ranking.
Oh boy. You're the one who's saying that it should be the primetime Sunday night opener. And now you're putting it 4th among these games?
Yeah.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
I want to feel the urgency from the team. I don't need to have the urgency. I'm going to watch. I'm intrigued by it.
They're running the promo for the schedule release on ESPN and NFL Network, and they're putting up the biggest rivalries. And Packers-Bears is the clips they're showing when they promote that. It's the number one rivalry in football right now. It's one of the games the league is promoting the biggest.
Yeah, I'm fired up for it. It's my 4th favorite that I'm going to go watch.
I'm so fired up about it.
Yeah, I'm excited
I've got
about it.
4th on my list.
Guys, I've been telling you all offseason, the Bears are going to regress. We need to make sure our intensity is up, and if it is, we're going to beat them twice. The Bears are going to have the Bears. I look at it as Detroit, and I've told you this, and I'm going to do this when we're down at Hard Rock Casino Rockford on Monday. It's the Packers and Lions for the division. Packers and Lions for the division. Next up on my list is the Dallas Cowboys. I'm excited. It's going to be a big boy game.
What
you can
makes
bet
that
your bottom dollar
bigger than the Bears game at Lambeau Field this year?
The Cowboys don't come to Lambeau every year. Yeah, I understand. Listen, my list ain't going to be everybody else's list, and I am more than happy about that. The Dallas Cowboys are America's team. Dak and the whole crew. The Micah Parsons battle back. The tie from last year. There is storyline on storyline.
They played each other last year. Micah Parsons played as his former team in his first year with the Packers. You put the Bears game 4th.
Rashawn Gary revenge game is a bigger deal than the biggest rivalry in football for the division title.
Jesse, bookmark this, and I am guessing when all's said and done, I'll have the playoff teams where they are on this list much more aptly than you guys will. Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe not. All right, let's fire the list back up. Next up on my list, the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen, Bills Mafia. You know they're going to turn up. It's going to be exciting. There's going to be a lot on the line. I think Buffalo is going to be winning their division. We're going to be right there, but not as much as the number 1 Detroit Lions. I believe this will be the last game of the season, and I believe it's going to be for the division championship. That is why I put the Detroit Lions, who had a down year last year. They now have a year removed from Ben Johnson. They have things figured out. They are going to be much better. They're playing a 4th-place schedule. I think the season comes down to Green Bay the Detroit Lions coming into Lambeau for the division crown, and you're telling me that ain't going to be the best game of the year to go to? I'll tell you you're nuts. That is my power ranking of the home games on how I would want to go and watch them. Bam. Thank you very much.
Wow.
All right, go ahead, pick away at it. I want you to pick away. The Bears is obviously going to get the most heat from you two.
No.
Because of all the things. That would be the one, and I knew that.
You have been...
I knew that.
You have been very critical
sheep.
of the quarterback for not being intense enough about his feelings about the Bears.
I don't need to be intense, Jason. The players do. All right?
Right,
so
but if
I'm
you're going to
chide
chide them, if you're going to get all excited when Evan Williams joins the program and points out how much he doesn't like them and has some good lines for you, you finally get what you're looking for from him. I'm guessing he's not the only one who feels that way. When the 3 games that those teams played last year all went down to the end, right? Packers win on an interception in the end zone at Lambeau. They spit up on their shoes with a 16-6 lead with 2 minutes left in the game in the regular season game, and then they give up 25 fourth-quarter points to lose in the playoff game. Playoff, by the way, only the 3rd time those teams have faced each other in their storied history in a playoff game. They have this incredible renewing of the rivalry. You've got these 2 young gunslingers that are going to go against each other for the next decade. You got Bears fans who you can't get to shut up because of the way the last 2 games went at Soldier Field, and you put the game 4th.
Yep. Is that more intriguing than a season finale against the Lions for the division championship?
No. What's more intriguing is the Bears in the season finale for the championship of the division.
Well, then I'll be wrong.
No, I don't have a
and
problem with you putting the Lions game ahead of the Bears because you think that's for the division title.
I agree with you, Jesse.
I don't even have a problem with you putting the Bills if you think that's a potential Super Bowl preview. I have a problem with the Dallas Cowboys being ranked above the Chicago Bears in home games at Lambeau Field this year. When
I believe the Cowboys are going to be a better football team than the Bears this year. That's what I think.
That's bold.
Okay. Is it?
So what's the Sunday night opener? That's already set, right? It's Giants Cowboys?
Correct.
Giants Cowboys.
Bills Lions is the first Amazon game. That's on the week 2 Thursday night football.
Okay.
We know the Seahawks will open the season on a Wednesday at home against an undisclosed opponent at this point. And then we know Thursday, the Rams and 49ers play in Australia in week 1. And then on Good Morning America today, they did announce Broncos-Chiefs will be the first
I did see that.
Monday night football
always
game.
Covering the bases with sports on GMA.
Yep.
Stephanopoulos is on.
They're playing it at the Strait of Hormuz, is what I've been hearing. That's what Good Morning America, right? Isn't that where they're playing at?
No.
Dubai?
They are not.
Okay.
No.
Good. I'd hope not.
Let's give away some Iron Jock
Jason,
here,
why don't you give me from an intrigue standpoint how you would rank it?
I will give you my rankings after Tausch tells us about Iron Jock and we give away some gear.
Are we giving away gear? Oh,
Iron Jock contest.
All right, well, I've worn just about every workout gear there is. Nothing compares to Iron Jock. Their performance apparel is built to fight sweat, odor, and bacteria, keeping you feeling fresh no matter how hard you work, from the gym to the pickleball court. Iron Jock keeps you dry, comfortable, and confident
and their silver ion technology is woven into every thread, hunting down and killing 99.9% of odor-causing bacteria. Iron Jock's going to help you look good, smell good, and keep showing up. Shop now at ironjock.com. Right now is your chance to win Iron Jock socks. Caller number 65 for the parking ticket that your boy Evan Cohen got. Caller 65 to win some Iron Jock socks at 844-770-3776.
844-770-3776. Iron Jock socks on the line. Maddie wears them. She loves them when she runs. They're the no-show ones, but they stay up, which is a big issue with no-show socks. I don't know which kind they're giving away here from Tausch, but I can tell you that they are all made extremely well by Iron Jock. Caller number 65 wins them next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
Mark Tauscher here, encouraging you to save money and help save the planet by making an energy switch to Everlight Solar. Whether it's for an upcoming summer vacation, college tuition, in advance of a life-changing purchase, or just because you're financially responsible, everybody is always looking to save money. Well, you can save money and help save the planet by making an energy switch with Everlight Solar. Our family made the switch to solar after looking around for quite some time. At first, we weren't quite sure where to even start. That's when we met the great team over at Everlight Solar. From the very first conversation, they educated us on the benefits of solar while also helping keep the process simple. Join us in saving a ton of money and creating a greener environment for our family and the community by switching to solar. Learn more. Schedule a free consultation at everlightsolar.com. That's everlightsolar.com.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
At Associated Bank, we get life gets complicated. So banking, it should be easy to get. That's why our tools speak your language. Automated savings, it's saving automatically for anything. Digital controls, you lose your card, you're still in control. Turn it off, then on, all on the app. And Money Monitor, you know where your money goes, like those long-forgotten subscriptions. At Associated Bank, we get you. That's why we've got you. Learn more at associatedbank.com/YouGotThis. Member FDIC.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At Carbon World Health, feeling your best isn't a luxury, it's a lifestyle. From advanced aesthetics and rejuvenating med spa treatments to personalized wellness care, everything there is designed around you. Whether you're refreshing your look, boosting your confidence, or investing in total body wellness, Carbon World Health combines medical expertise with a spa-like experience you'll love. Discover the med spa Sun Prairie is talking about. Book your consultation today at Carbon World Health, where wellness meets results.
Since 1956, Hallman Lindsay Paints has been making paint in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. Because of their commitment to making great paint for Wisconsinites, Hallman Lindsay has grown over the years to 27 locations in this great state. Headquarters in Sun Prairie with a state-of-the-art facility, Hallman Lindsay has the paints you need to make your job better. From do-it-yourself to professional, Hallman Lindsay has paint for everyone. Visit one of their local locations today in Madison, Sun Prairie, Middleton, and Janesville.
Brewers fans, cheer for the crew with jewelry that's always a hit.
At Chalmers Jewelers, we're proud to be an official retailer of Milwaukee Brewers jewelry for fans who know diamonds aren't just on the field.
Prices start at just $40. That's almost less than a beer and a hot dog at the stadium.
Nothing says Brewers fan like jewelry that hits a home run.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Zimbrick European. They're Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, and certified pre-owned. But the best part is I've been working with them since 2018, and the evolution has been a 2-door, a 4-door, and now it's time for an SUV. My life has changed, and it's changed with Zimbrick European. Being a dad has made it really important to have the comfort and the safety that the SUV will bring me. Again, Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Of course, I found the sexiest car on the lot. Check them out.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just to you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
My turn. Ranking the most intriguing 2026 9 home games for the Green Bay Packers. Jesse, you going to add them to the screen on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook as I go through them?
I will do that. I just need a second to get situated because we were taking
Sure,
phone
you got to
calls.
clear the decks after doing Tausch's, and you've taken 65 calls for the socks.
Congratulations to Bill in Oconomowoc, our Iron Jock sock winner, just down the road from Iron Jock World headquarters in Oconomowoc. So nicely done.
Oconomowoc, the home of Sam Siefkes, Packers' new linebackers coach growing up. All right. There are 9 home games. I got news for you. The Bears will not be 4th on my list. This is based on most intriguing storylines, angles, interesting matchups.
Yeah. Nice.
For the Green Bay Packers. At number 9, despite Tua being on their roster and no longer having Desmond Ridder as their backup for a revenge game, the Atlanta Falcons come in at number 9 for me. That one I actually suggested with Micah Parsons not necessarily being back for the opener. And again, I know there was someone on this panel who will remain nameless who was hoping Packers-Bears would be the Sunday Night Football opener. I don't think NBC, and I definitely don't think the Packers, want to face the Bears without Micah Parsons. Having done that twice or all 3 times last year, at least twice.
Well, the NFL isn't going to script that out and do it that way. Come on.
Right, but
that would be wrong.
Yeah, I think they want to see those teams at full strength, don't they? For entertainment purposes, for television appeal?
I want to see Micah Parsons hunting down Caleb Williams. I want to see it.
Don't we allege that they script the entire season? So, yeah, I think they probably take that into account.
2 of the biggest stars in the sport on the field at the same time. If you can make it happen,
so
let's make it happen.
So you think they're going to give the Packers an edge by not playing their top rivals until Micah gets back?
I don't know if it gives them an edge. It just gives them a chance to have their guy on their...
What do you mean it doesn't give them an edge? Their best player... You're saying they're not going to schedule him against their toughest the team that won their division because they don't want Micah?
You're saying that the Bears should get the edge of not having to face Micah Parsons? Doesn't it go both ways?
That's how the schedule falls. If that's how the
they're
schedule
the ones
falls.
who make the schedule.
Well, they're giving the Packers a break if they leave it so that they can have Micah play the Bears twice.
Right. I'm saying that if they are looking for the most compelling television and in their primetime games, doesn't it make more sense to have Packers-Bears be when the Packers have Micah Parsons?
This tells me that the Packers are going to get some cupcakes, some of their nondescript games until Micah gets back.
I want to open against the Dolphins at Lambeau
this
on
Micah
that first
injury
Sunday.
might actually end up being a really good thing for the Packers if they end up getting scheduled out of tough games because Micah's not there.
It's not I'll tell you what, Jason. It's out of
that is an angle
games.
I hadn't thought of.
And then play. I
hope the tough games are the marquee games.
I hope Ed
Policy
they could open with Houston.
Well,
that would be a
cares
tough game.
Houston.
I hope Ed
Right,
Paulus
because it's
calls
not
the
a
league.
marquee game, but it is a tough game. They made the playoffs.
Negotiate. We'll gladly go play the Saints in Paris if we get a week 5 or week 6 bye to give Micah an extra week to get back.
So
yeah.
Now Jason's point is it's really good. Like, I had not thought of this at all, and I think of most angles. So you're telling me Detroit? I wouldn't be shocked if Detroit and Chicago aren't on the schedule till after Halloween. And if that's the case, in the Cowboys, they for surely won't play the Cowboys until Micah's back. I would bet they want Josh Allen and Micah going against each other, so that's another late game. The Packers are going to get a cupcake city, if Jason's theory is correct, which I think it might be. It's going to be cupcake city all of September into mid-October.
Falcons, Panthers, Dolphins, Buccaneers,
Vikings.
Saints.
They'll throw them a Vikings game because nobody cares. There'll be a Vikings. It'll be Atlanta. It'll be the NFC South launch. And then the Jets. They'll throw the Jets in there, too.
Yeah, they may not
Rams
care.
game for sure will be Thanksgiving and after. That's crazy.
They may not care about Micah Parsons chasing down Drake May, even though they made the Super Bowl. So maybe they get New England early. I don't think that Tampa Bay is viewed as such a marquee game that they couldn't have that. And again, I have no idea if the NFL actually thinks this way, but if they are thinking in terms of ratings, I would think that they would want Packers-Bears and Packers-Cowboys to be games that Micah Parsons plays in. Yes.
Jason, hey, take a victory lap. You just brought up a great point I don't think anyone has thought of. That's a victory lap.
Number 9 is the Atlanta Falcons. Number 8, the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, you know, since when did you stop liking victory laps? You take them all the time. Now all of a sudden you don't. That your point with what you're saying is, I think you take the Rams out of the equation, the Bills, every sexy big-time game. The Houston Texans, yeah, they're a playoff team. They ain't sexy. You're right. Tampa's the same thing. They ain't sexy. It'll be. I think New England is the border. That's probably where they'll put him on the border of game 5 or 6. Micah could be back. If he's not, it's not the end of the world. But I had not thought of the league will schedule around Micah Parsons' availability. Just like, but then what did the Chiefs? They put the Chiefs, Broncos, and Mahomes. So I don't know what theory to think of here.
Well, that's a rivalry, and they still have Kelsey. Maybe. I don't know how that's all going.
Okay. All
right.
Wait, so Jason is saying look for a Packer backloaded heavy marquee matchup games is what you're telling me, and I'm guessing you're going to be right about that.
You could put them like at New England on Monday night at the end of September, which would be right around, again, Micah Parsons. So I saw running in sand on video somewhere on social media yesterday. He said he wants to be back before the end of September. So whatever that's worth. Number 7, I have the Houston Texans. Because as Tausch so eloquently put it,
early game.
They are a playoff
team.
Hey,
welcome to Green Bay in September, Houston. We want you, and we don't have our best players because you suck.
They can't play all these games in September at home. But again, that's not a sexy game, even though they're a playoff team.
Jesse, I'm going to say something here, and I give Jason flowers, and most of the time I try to fight with him a little bit. This is maybe the most profound thing Jason has said in 2 years.
That sounds like the Jordan Love compliment.
Jesse, am I wrong?
His route running's really improved.
I think it's a very interesting observation that Jason makes. I don't know if it's the most profound thing he said in 2 years,
it's profound. It's the most profound.
It definitely makes you think. And if he's right,
yes, it does.
Friday morning we see the schedule and it's Texans,
God, I
Dolphins,
can't wait to see
Saints,
the Falcons.
Panthers. Yeah,
Falcons, Vikings, Texans, Dolphins. Yeah, you could almost I'm almost ready to Associated Bank this and take it to the bank. Wilde's going to be right.
If they announce tomorrow the Packers are playing the Saints in Paris and it's like September 28th or something like that, then we're really going to start to take one step closer to a big victory lap. Yes, indeed.
Oh, the Saints are definitely one of those early games, too. They might have to throw one that they don't want to in just to squelch this.
Yeah,
but
like
I
New
wouldn't
England.
be. It ain't. I'll say this: it ain't going to be the Bears. It ain't going to be the Cowboys. It ain't going to be the Bills.
Where were we?
Maybe you'll throw us Detroit, but they don't want that either because I think they know Detroit's going to bounce back this year. All right, continue.
I think they do too. At number 6, much lower than Tausch has them, despite the Micah Parsons matchup, the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, come
at number
on,
6.
Man. Come on, man.
It's not as compelling. It's not. He's already played him once. It's not as compelling to me.
Okay.
At number 5, the triumphant return of Jeff Hafley and Malik Willis and John Eric Sullivan to Lambeau Field, the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. I want to see Jeff Hafley, and I want to see Jonathan Gannon's defense and how that performs against the Dolphins offense and vice versa. I want to see if Jeff Hafley can scheme up something that has Jordan Love having one of his worst games. He was around him for 2 years. I'm very interested to see that matchup, and I'm interested to see what Malik Willis does. Number 4, the only NFC North team that is kept out of the top 3, the Minnesota Vikings, who I am intrigued by them. I don't think Kyler Murray's that good, but if he's decent, they should make us more nervous than they probably are right now for Packers fans. Number 3, the Buffalo Bills. I want to see Josh Allen. This is a team that I think they're a little bit in flux after changing coaches, but they don't come to town very often, once every 8 years. So that's why they get the nod over the Vikings and the Dolphins. Number 2, the Detroit Lions. I agree with Tausch. Like the sign says, Tausch was right. I do believe that they are the bigger threat. I do believe that the other NFC North team will backslide slightly. I don't think they're as good when you go 2-4 in your division and still win the division. That makes me curious. But I do think the Lions will be back to being a for-real threat. But after the way last season played out, after we demanded that the Packers show more intensity about this rivalry, we want Matt LaFleur to get after his counterpart, Ben Johnson. We want Jordan Love to show the passion. I don't know how you don't have the Bears number 1. Period. Finn. Thank you for coming to my Jason Talk. Tausch,
Jesse,
pick it apart.
Whose is better? Whose is better, Jesse? Mine or J-Dub's? Okay.
You asking me?
No.
He just said, Jesse.
Go back.
He just said.
Go back and do whatever
Jesse.
you're doing. So, Jason, the Bears selection, you just said the Lions are going to be the bigger threat to the team in the division. That's why I went Detroit. Buffalo.
I know why you
did
did
it.
it.
Often, every 8 years, whatever it is. I think the Bears, while we need that intensity and it's going to be important, I think they're going to backslide more than you. I think they are going to be scrambling to be a 7 seed. I think they're going to scramble for the last playoff spots. Well, there's 4 teams win the division, and there's 3 other teams that make it in. I mean, the Packers have been the 7 seed 3 straight years.
They have.
So it comes down to, yes, the rivalry is back to being the fire is burning. And whether or not we're going to match or be better Inferno-wise than the Bears, we better be. They took it to us and embarrassed us the end of last season. So I hope that's the case, but that doesn't make it, in my eyes, more so than the teams I think that are going to be better than them. That's why I ranked it the way I did.
Yeah, no, I understand why you did it. I just think it's so much more compelling because of everything that happened between the Packers and the Bears, and the coach being a jerkweed and everything else. I can't. It is fun. It just makes it more compelling to me than the Lions. But obviously, you having the Bears as low as you did. Like, you didn't even have them number 2, which was surprising to me.
I'm going off of, if I'm having to buy a ticket to go to the game, how am I going to pick which games I'm going to go to? It's going to be Detroit and Buffalo would be the 2 that I'd go to.
Yeah, I'm going to New Orleans.
Schedule permitting.
I like the food there. Yeah. We still have one more segment remaining in the 10 o'clock hour. We'll get to that coming up after I tell you about Associated Bank's Brewers Checking and all the great perks that come with Associated Bank's Brewers Checking. 20% off at the Brewers team store when you show your Brewers card. Up to 50% off home game tickets exclusively for Brewers checking account customers. Express entry at the Associated Bank entrance of American Family Field. Pre-sale exclusive access for concerts and non-baseball events at AmFam Field, and those great savings both on the famous racing sausages 5K and 10K runs and walks at AmFam Field, and the Brewers Baseball Academy registrations as well. You find that all, and as I was telling you late last week, the great customer service from the Associated Bank team. Those guys were great when I was in the branch, and it's not branches that make banks local, it's roots, but it's the people that deliver the best customer service. Go to AssociatedBank.com to find out more. More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
It's the summer of suspense for Giannis and the Bucks.
Sources tell me the Milwaukee Bucks are fully open for business on trades and offers around Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Follow along right here on Madison's home of the Bucks, 100.5 ESPN.
Mark Tauscher here, and your seat at the table just got better at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Return to Hard Rock Casino Rockford's high-limit room, where the odds are in your favor. With enhanced game rules, including blackjack, where the dealer stands on soft 17, you'll enjoy better odds, faster play, and the kind of authentic high-limit action that sets Hard Rock Casino Rockford apart. Visit the high-limit room and rediscover your game on your terms, in your rhythm, and with your edge at Hard Rock Casino Rockford.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Steinhoffels. The Memorial Day sale is on now. Save up to 30%. Get a Beauty Sleep mattress for $399. Plus 18 months, 0% financing. Shop now at steinhoffels.com.
New Badgers offensive line coach Eric Mateos preaches a passion for physicality amongst his unit. Safe to say former Badgers offensive lineman Rob Havenstein is a fan of the mantra.
It's a great quote. Physicality is in the nature of offensive line. Having a coach that's putting that in the forefront, I think is just going to go great. And then you can honestly start having a lot of fun as an offensive line, getting guys on the ground, come back and give your right guard a fist bump because you know you just killed that guy. You know, that's the fun of offensive line.
Wisconsin weather is unpredictable. Your window shouldn't be. Upgrade with Pella and get 0% interest until 2030. Order by April 30th at PellaWI.com.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious. With multiple engine options and impressive towing, while Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we help you find value on the things you value. So when it's time to take on a project, we've got you covered with the right supplies at unbeatable prices. Like all Cub Cadet lawn tractors, now $100 off. 40-pound bags of Estate Sun to Shade grass seed, $99.99. $89.99 for rewards members. Plus, get $150 instant savings on select 2-packs of DeWalt 5-amp-hour batteries. Find the value you need to do things your way. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
This is our crew.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Would you like fries with that?
Every pitch, every strike, every hit.
To high drive, deep right, fair, and
Hear the call of every Milwaukee Brewers game this season on 100.5 ESPN.
Jumped up, Jackson Chario brought it back! Oh!
You're listening to Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN.
Hey parents, looking for the perfect night out with the whole fam? Cheer on Madison's professional soccer team, Forward Madison FC, with the Forward Madison Family Special, presented by Madison Gas and Electric. Score a ticket to the match, a meal, and an FMFC scarf for only $20 per pack. Forward Madison's home opener is just around the corner on May 16th, so don't wait. Visit forwardmadisonfc.com to buy yours today. That's forwardmadisonfc.com.
We're on the Packers.
This team is going to be better than what they were last year.
Because we're on Wisconsin sports.
You may have Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, and Tucker Kraft all together for the first time since 2024.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN.
So when we get to Friday, Tausch, after the schedule comes out on Thursday, will we look at the schedule and say, oh, it's a tough schedule? Or will we look at it and go, you know what? We knew who the opponents were going in. And again, you don't know what team is going to be coming out of nowhere that wasn't supposed to be good. And your old saying, which is true about the NFL, which is it's not who you play, it's when you play them, will certainly factor in. But when I look at the listed opponents, I don't see a schedule that's super daunting where I think, oh boy, they're in trouble. And I kind of looked at last year's schedule and thought that, and then the way it ended up playing out, they were sitting at 9-3-1 and leading the Broncos on the road in that game you had said they would lose from the moment the schedule came out. They were in a pretty good spot until they weren't.
Yeah.
They turned out to be mediocre.
Yeah, I always look at which road game because, Mike Holmgren used to always say, sweep at home, go 8-0, go 4-4, you're a 1 or a 2 seed, and you're in a great spot. That's the old formula. Obviously now there's 17 games, and winning your home games, if you're a really good football team, worst you should go. If the Packers do what we think they should do, 7-2 bare minimum, 8-1 at home.
Yep.
And then if you go 4-4, that puts you at 12-13 wins. You're in that 12-13 win. You're going to be a 1 or a 2 seed more than likely. There might be an outlier year like Detroit where they went 15-2. Maybe you get hot. I always look at if you have. It's really hard to win games in this league, but it's even more difficult to beat really good teams on the road. And then you factor in having to go to Minnesota and at Detroit and at Chicago. It used to be you'd have 1 or 2 at Detroit's like, yeah, okay, cool. At Chicago, yeah, all right. It was always at Minnesota, especially in the old Metrodome.
Mm-hmm.
That was always a game that you knew you'd have to play. It was almost like you had to cover a 7 or 8 point spread because it was that difficult to win up there. Now you look at LA. That's going to be tricky, but we'll probably have 40% of the crowd, maybe even more out there. So I kind of tend to agree with where your assessment is on this schedule, but that all depends on if our guys are healthy and if they're back and if they're playing. And if they are, yeah, that's why I feel very good about 11 or 12 wins, and I don't even have to see when they play who.
Right.
That should be part of this equation, but again, a lot contains on who stays healthy and how long they're able to be healthy throughout 17 weeks.
All right, we'll get to the 11 o'clock hour momentarily. I'm not a huge gambler. That's not my thing. But that doesn't mean I don't love our trips to Potawatomi Casino Hotel because there's so much more to do there. Concerts and shows, and more importantly, the great food. Everything you're looking for at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Start with the great stay. Biggest rooms in Milwaukee, nearly 500 beautifully designed rooms and luxury suites that are perfect for a weekend reset, a date night, or celebrating something big. And while I enjoy room service as much as the next guy, the restaurant options to go down and eat are even better. Premium steaks at the Dream Dance Steakhouse. Pizza, burritos, and quick bites at the marketplace. Rock and brews for my salmon and a high-energy vibe. Canal Street Cafe, Ruyi Asian Kitchen, the one that I haven't been to yet. Cream City Coffee Company, food and drink specials happening all the time. And if you're planning a wedding, a birthday, or an anniversary, their event spaces are built to make them unforgettable. Sophisticated relaxation, incredible flavor, and a full night out all in one place. Potawatomi Casino Hotel. The 11 o'clock hour starts in 2 minutes. So stick around. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mark Tauscher here for Iron Jock. As a former athlete, I've worn just about every type of workout gear there is, and nothing compares to Iron Jock. Their performance apparel is built to fight sweat, odor, and bacteria, keeping you feeling fresh no matter how hard you push. From the gym to the pickleball court, Iron Jock keeps you dry, comfortable, and confident. Upgrade to Iron Jock. Available now at ironjock.com.
Hi, this is Dave Kane. You're listening to Madison's Home of the Bucks, a good Karma brand radio station, 100.5 ESPN WTLX, Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson, Sports Center, brought to you by the ESPN Wisconsin app. Live streaming of your favorite ESPN Wisconsin shows. Easy access to ESPN Madison on YouTube and daily podcasts so you don't ever miss a second. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. Download the ESPN Wisconsin app today. The Milwaukee Brewers back in action tonight, continuing their homestand after sweeping the New York Yankees for the first time since 1989. Brewers start a 3-game set with the San Diego Padres tonight, 6:40 first pitch. Pre-game coverage starts just after 6 o'clock following Jim, Matt, and Molly here on Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN. Brandon Sproat on the mound for Milwaukee. The Crew 22-16 entering play today, tied for second place in the NL Central. All 5 teams in the NL Central still over 500 as we approach the midpoint of May. Impressive division so far. NBA, of course, the big news yesterday. Shams Charania, ESPN NBA insider, reporting that the Milwaukee Bucks are open for business, exploring trade options for superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo. Check out the full article from Shams Charania and the latest on trade rumors over at ESPN.com. Wilde and Tausch continues now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
The 11 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch begins now. And I came across this yesterday. And it gave me pause. It is the 32 projected starting quarterbacks and their respective ages. Aaron Rodgers, who I saw did not end up going to the Steelers facility after there were reports that he was going to go be in Pittsburgh and go to the facility last weekend.
He's crazy. He's an enigma, that young man. You never know what he's going to be up to.
Assuming he does, in fact, end up being the starter for the Steelers and Big Mike, he is going to be turning 43 during the course of the 2026 season.
Didn't he say way back in the day he was not going to be one of those guys that played
He
that
did.
long?
He also said he wasn't going to be indecisive about retirement and a number of other things as well. He also said our show was going to last only a year.
Do you believe he's going to get into the media when he's done?
I think I don't know what his non-football life is like at this point with his wife and his dog and his various interests.
Woof,
But I remember the year after you guys won the Super Bowl, he was on NBC's coverage the following Super Bowl coverage year. And then obviously we had the radio show for a long time, and then he did McAfee for a long time. I think he's really, really smart and really, really good at it. And I don't know if he'll be like Tom Brady and want to be jet setting around the country every week to go call a game, but I could see him having like maybe a Joe Thomas style role where he just picks and chooses where he does some stuff. Maybe like Jordan on the NBC NBA coverage.
Come on. They ain't going to let him be like Jordan. Come on, man.
So, I didn't say he was Jordan. I said I could see him wanting to have some sort of like part-time where they would let him not do it every single week. Would they
kind of like what
view
JJ did like JJ Watt when he started?
Yeah. Okay, that's a better comparison.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers will be a studio host for one of the big streaming one of the big streamers when he's done playing. I know
because they only have a handful of games, right?
There's just going to be too much scratch, and you don't think he likes having his opinion voiced. He ain't going to just sit like a wallflower. He ain't going to be a wallflower. I'd be shocked if that is indeed the case. Still think he should take over for Bradshaw. Bradshaw's still hanging in there, isn't he? He's still hanging in there at Fox.
Yeah, and wouldn't it be something if after Bradshaw was so anti-Rodgers, wouldn't it be something
did Rodgers
if he
handle? He has not handled all of his media stuff great.
Yeah, he nailed that one.
He went back and said, "I would love to just have a relationship with Terry. He doesn't know me. He can say what he wants, but he doesn't even know me." It just shut Bradshaw right up.
It did. It was brilliant.
That's not easy to do.
No, it's not. Not even for Jesse when he's at the Hard Rock Casino Rockford during a show.
Yeah, I think 30 years. This is his 30. I think this is Bradshaw's. It's got to be over 30 years. I think it'd be a good transition. A new Steelers quarterback comes in and takes Bradshaw's job.
And one last year for both of them. Yeah, there you go.
I'm on board with that.
So he will be 43 during the season. Matthew Stafford, 38. Geno Smith, 36. Jacoby Brissett, 34. Dak Prescott, 33. Jared Goff, 32. Mahomes is among several quarterbacks, along with Baker Mayfield and Deshaun Watson, who will be 31. Josh Allen and Joe Burrow, 30. Those are your 30-something quarterbacks in the NFL. Is it time for us to stop calling Jordan Love a young quarterback? Because he will turn 28 during this season. He's in his 4th year as the starter. He is in his 7th year in the league. At what point do we have to start contemplating he is who he is, which is good, not Hall of Fame or MVP great?
It's now. I've said before, Missouri. This is the show me year.
The show me season.
For a lot of guys. It's all about this year. He's, I think, progressed really nicely. Thought he was more consistent last year. He didn't have as many boneheaded plays, which, that's part of the deal growing up in this league. You're going to have some boneheaded plays. You just hope they don't sting you. And I think Jordan Love has shown his command. I don't look at him as a young player anymore. He is, I think, going to continue to get better. But the expectations, you give him a paycheck like he's gotten, those expectations grow. So, yeah, he's 28. That's nothing in this league. Guys are playing to 43. He's got a 10-year runway here to put up some great things and hopefully chase a couple championships down while he's doing it. But as far as his elevator years, he's there, baby. His elevators it's all lined up. This is going to be quarterbacks go a little bit later. He obviously was, from a physical standpoint and a mental standpoint, started kind of low. And now everything's lined up. He was lined up last year. He'll be lined up for the next 3 or 4 years. This should be. That's why Goody went and picked up Micah Parsons.
Correct.
He didn't do it. Well, he did it because Micah's great. But they have a 3 or 4 year window, and they're paying the big boy dollars to go win one. They're equipped to do it. They're set up to do it. They need to go do it. And it's on Matt LaFleur, but it's on these players too. You have a lot of guys that are being paid top dollar at their spots that need to be top players when those moments arise. And if not now, when?
If not him, who? I agree. That was really good.
Why?
You crushed. Still don't agree with your rankings, but they're your rankings. All right, let's play trivia. Presented by Cousins Subs, Iron Jock, and Vortex Golf. It is Badgers Trivia Tuesday. The Badgers with an announcement today, almost exactly a month after Chris McIntosh's resignation letter. that they have begun the process of finding a replacement athletic director. So it's Badgers Trivia Tuesday. It's been 29 days, but we're not going to do that. He resigned on April 13th. So caller 13. Caller 13 right now, 844-770-3776. 844-770-3776. Caller 13 plays trivia presented by Cousin Subs, Iron Jock, and Vortex Golf. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Mark Tauscher here for Pizza Hut. And when you look around right now, everything seems to be extra expensive in the world. Except this. Right now, get a large 3-topping pizza for just $10 at Pizza Hut. Try it on Pizza Hut's new hand-tossed crust. Crispy and golden outside, soft and fluffy inside, finished with garlic parm seasoning. Available for delivery or carryout. Order today at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. Pizza Hut. Feed good times. And remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
While others have a wait list, we've got watches.
At Chalmers Jewelers, we've got pre-owned luxury watches. Rolex, Omega, Tudor, AP, Panerai, and more. All in stock now.
And no wait list.
Walk in today and leave with the watch you have been dreaming of. Because your wrist deserves it.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
Have you noticed all the roofing signs in your neighborhood due to the hail damage?
Most of those asphalt roofs have to be replaced.
Most metal roofs do not.
So if you're tired of yard signs and replacing shingles,
consider a Suita metal roof.
I'm Mike.
And Mary Suita. Enjoy the long-lasting architectural strength and beauty of a Suita metal roof.
SWITA metalroofing.com.
Suita Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
That's the sound of the hail sale hitting Metro Kia of Madison. Oh, hail yeah. Recent storms rolled through, but here's the best part. Insurance has already covered the damage. That means one thing for you. Big savings across a wide selection of vehicles. This is your chance to upgrade and save thousands. Got a trade? We'll take it, paid off or not. Our lenders are working hard to help get you approved. If you've been waiting for the right time, this is it. Don't miss the hail sale happening now at your community-driven Metro Kia of Madison.
Your family's safety is your responsibility, and it starts with a solid roof. When the next storm rips through and takes some of your shingles with it, call Badgerland Exteriors. Or looking to replace your whole roof but don't want to break the bank? Let the team at Badgerland Exteriors give you a free, no obligations estimate.
AJ with Badgerland Exteriors here. Contracting made easy is more than a tagline. It's how we run our family business. Visit BadgerlandExteriors.com to get started on your next project. That's BadgerlandExteriors.com.
At Gruber Law Offices, our biggest priority is the care and service we provide to our clients. We know accidents can be overwhelming, and we're here to help every step of the way. Call now. One call, that's all.
The sound of summaries on ESPN Madison.
Wizarowski, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Madison's home of the Brewers.
To high drive. Fair and gone.
Catch every Milwaukee Brewers game this season on 100.5 ESPN.
Watching it sail. It's a grand slam.
Brewers baseball on ESPN Madison is presented by Hard Rock Casino Rockford and brought to you by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Time now for trivia presented by Cousin Subs, Iron Jock, and Vortex Golf.
Wilde and Tausch Trivia is presented by Vortex Golf, rangefinders you can bet on. By Iron Jock, no stink, just performance, and proudly Wisconsin built. Shop now at ironjock.com. And by Cousin Subs. Have a grad to celebrate? Purchase $30 in Cousin Subs gift cards and receive a free 7.5-inch sub. Cousin Subs, they believe in better.
Let's welcome in our contestants. It is Mike the Wedding DJ. Mike, good morning. How are you?
Can I already protest Friday's drawing? Because I'm sure I'll get screwed over again.
Question number 1, Mike.
Uh-oh. Jason has not forgiven you yet, Mike. I can tell. There's tension.
I didn't call him a moron. I said it's
not at all.
Moronic.
There's no tension at all. I didn't even say anything about it.
Jesse, there's tension, correct? You're...
Mike's got beef with everyone but you around here. Owen just talked to him off the air, taking his phone call. I don't know if he's got anything against Owen. He did say Jason was exhibiting behavior emblematic of a moron a week or two ago. And then he's accusing me of blasphemizing
rigging
the
things,
drawing because I
He did
lost
think
a
you
chip.
rigged it. And I have to admit, the math does add up that you rigged it. I know you didn't, but 4 was always Thursdays for all the years that we've done it. You know that. So I can understand Mike's frustration.
Mike, what do you like about our show?
Dolphins talk.
I like the dwellers in the YouTube, Madison.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
That's about
Jerry
right.
out in the boys. Jerry out in the boys.
Jerry out.
Wonder if they like you.
No, they don't like me because I'm a Dolphins fan.
Here we go. Question 1. Maybe you shouldn't call them all morons. That's what Jesse does. Caller 1. Question 1. Here we go.
Caller 1.
At which time and on which day of the week has kickoff now been set for the Wisconsin Notre Dame on Labor Day weekend game at Lambeau Field? The Shamrock Series, I hear.
Sunday, September 6th at 6:30 p.m. Central on NBC and Tausch's favorite network, Peacock.
There we go. Boy, Mike knows his stuff, man. Mike is smart. Mike.
Question 2, Mike. Wisconsin softball.
They're playing Baylor in the Austin Regional on Friday, 12:30. Go Badgers.
Is back in the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2022.
Oh, Mikey.
Which SEC team is hosting the regionals the Badgers will play in later this week?
The Texas Longhorns, who are the number 1 seed in that regional.
Tell you what,
2 for 2.
Mike ain't no moron, I can tell you that.
Question
I love
3.
the Badgers.
Badger trivia. He loves
Question
that Badger
3.
trivia. Yeah.
Question 3.
Yeah.
Ron Dane ranks first, and Jonathan Taylor ranks second all time in rushing yards in Wisconsin football history. Which player ranks third? Is it Monte Ball, Melvin Gordon, or Brent Moss?
Well, it's not the last one. I'm going to say Ball because I can't pronounce his first name because it's either Monte or Monty.
Tausch? You were right. Monte Ball.
I was going to say Dane,
Melvin Gordon.
JT, and then Melvin is what I thought, but it seems like
Nope.
I've been wrong.
Sources close to the program indicate that Monte Ball would be third, and that means that Mike the Wedding DJ got the third question right, along with the first and the second question, meaning he's got all 4 entries in the rigged drawing on Friday, which he will not win because it's rigged.
You know what else that means, fellas?
And which chips is that? What number chips will I have, Jesse?
Mike, you'll have number 2 this week in the cheese fry helmet. Number 2 awarded to Mike the Wedding DJ. We do have
At the house, the 2 will not be pulled.
We do have a perfect week going.
Mike, thanks for playing, buddy. We appreciate your loyalty to the YouTube channel.
Thank you. Love you guys. Even Jesse. All right. Love you guys.
Mike knows his Badger stuff now. You can not like Mike because you hold a grudge and you're bitter, and I get why you are. Jason, come on now. Jason, don't just shrugging your face doesn't mean you just. It really pissed you off when he did that, and you're letting it still affect you 3 weeks.
Not at all. I
didn't
right. Bring it up.
Okay,
didn't bring it up.
Sure, you're not. Okay. Yep.
I'm annoyed that you keep signing me up to get lunch with him.
Who signed you up?
You. Every time that's Jesse's lunch, but hey, Jesse's going to buy you lunch. Blah, 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 blah.
Have you went out and bought lunch with him?
One time, yes.
Yeah,
that was enough,
so you're
wasn't
lunch
it?
buddies.
That was sufficient.
You're lunch buddies.
Whoa, Nelly is next. Unless it's Whoa Owen. Jesse, is it Whoa Owen?
Jesse's cranky today. Yeah, Jesse's out of it. I don't know what's going on with Jesse.
His head hurts.
Oh, has he got a
I had
headache?
a headache earlier in the show. Bothered
Poor
by
little
some
guy.
stuff
You
going
probably
on
need
here
a
today.
He's kind of in his
What else you got
Eeyore
going
era.
on? Tell us more.
Well, it's been a minute since I've had a day
bother.
off. I'm thinking maybe I'm due for one here coming up pretty soon. So
I
working
think,
hard.
I think Owen's thinking you're due for one.
Yeah. Good one.
I asked you a question, and you said, what, me?
I'm teaching
No, Jesse,
Owen
the
how to
other
run
Jesse that's
stuff
back there.
here. He had a question about
You ain't
what we were doing.
You weren't doing nothing when I asked you that.
Owen,
Don't get
did you
into
not
that.
ask me a question when Tausch threw to me and I didn't hear it because you? Yeah, see, he said.
Owen,
Owen
don't
says
be a
yes.
lapdog.
Maybe-
Don't be a lapdog, Owen.
Maybe
He's being a
as much as
lapdog.
we appreciate your teaching, have you considered the idea of maybe paying attention to the show, though? Because that is the product that we're trying to deliver.
All I was doing was paying attention to the show and helping
You
our
weren't,
producer
though.
in
Tausch
training.
spoke to you. You weren't ready.
There was a lot going. It was a great learning moment with all the graphics we were putting up on the video stream.
A lot of graphics.
He had one quick question, and in the one moment where he had a question during the entire segment happened to be when Tausch randomly said, "Jesse, what do you think of this?" And I didn't hear it, and I'm sorry. And Owen's sorry too.
Appreciate your apology.
I don't think you're sorry. I don't think
stuff
you're
your
remotely
sorries in a
sorry.
sack,
I think
mister.
you're ornery, you're angry, and you just want to be done. That's what I think. Yeah, exactly.
I tend to agree. I think you might be onto something here. Whoa, Nelly is next with Owen. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
$2.3 million. A recent Schwab survey of Americans says that it takes $2.3 million to be wealthy. Well, you may have had your financial plan set on a bigger or a more humble number. But if you're looking for added insights on how to get there or how to avoid some tax pitfalls on the way, Annex Wealth Management is ready to listen. Mark Tauscher here, and whether your situation is complex or simple, the Annex Wealth Management team can give you wealth expertise and guidance on reaching your goals. Annex Wealth Management. Know the difference.
Dealing with storm damage? That's never fun. That's why homeowners are turning to Everlight Solar for roofing and exterior repairs done right. They handle the entire process, from insurance claims to fixing your roof with one trusted team. Less stress, faster solutions, and a home that stays protected from the elements. If your roof took a hit, Everlight's got you covered. Visit everlightroofing.com to get started today. That's everlightroofing.com. Everlight, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
Hey, it's Riley Yauk. Stay in the know on area high school sports and follow ESPN Madison on social media for Prep Mania on Deck, each week's preview for the top games and events. Prep Mania on Deck is brought to you by Zimbrick Honda, a proud supporter of high school sports and local communities.
Brewers baseball is back, and there's only one way to celebrate, with a Surfside iced tea and vodka, or a Surfside lemonade and vodka. Smooth, refreshing, and made for game day. Surfside is the perfect match for a day at the ballpark or catching the game at home. Surfside is only 100 calories with 0 bubbles, so it goes down easy. It's not a seltzer, it's Surfside. Proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Must be 21 plus. Please drink responsibly.
At Associated Bank, we know it's not always fun thinking about saving. You know what is fun? Not thinking about it. That's why we call it automated savings. You save automatically. How much you want, how often you want, for whatever you want. And if you don't know how much to save, well, that's why we're here. We'll suggest an amount so you hit your target without ever thinking about it. See, saving can be fun, especially when it's automatic. At Associated Bank, we get you. That's why we've got you. Learn more at associatedbank.com/YouGotThis. Member FDIC.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a legendary group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 5th through the 7th with an exciting team competition at TPC Wisconsin in Madison. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Little Big Town with special guests Randy Houser and May Estes. Friday, June 5th at Breeze Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
All day, every day, the Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Steady. I hit my thumb.
What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Did you swear that you'd get that house project done ages ago and now it's causing you real pain? From leaky faucets to light fixtures, let our handyman team at Bruner Realty fix it all. Fast, friendly, and without the agony. We take care of it so you don't have to. Visit fixedbybruner.com. That's fixedbybruner.com.
Discover the all-new TPC Wisconsin, Madison's premier destination for families, women, and golfers of all levels. Fresh off a stunning $30 million transformation, TPC Wisconsin offers more than championship golf. Enjoy a welcoming community with tennis, pickleball, a world-class golf academy, swimming, fitness, and family-friendly activities all year long. Experience the newest TPC golf club in the world right here in Madison. Visit tpcwisconsin.com to explore memberships and schedule your tour today.
This is our crew.
Got him swinging. Throw him a curveball. It's 11 Ks for Mizorowski. 6 scoreless innings against the Yankees.
Madison's home of the Brewers. 100.5 ESPN.
Time now for Whoa Owen?
Owen.
If the topic is good, the guys discuss.
Just the other morning I had breakfast at Tracy Rocker's house. His mama brought out 15 flapjacks. He said, Mama, take back 5 of them flapjacks. I gotta stay hungry for the Crimson Tide.
But if it's not, the show must go on. It's time for
Whoa, Nelly!
On Wilde and Tausch.
Not today. Still my segment. I had a question I actually wanted to bring up yesterday from our Mother's Day weekend.
Jesse, what is the correlation to you wearing glasses and not getting sleep and being cranky?
No,
because I feel like when you don't have your contacts in, you're just a little crankier.
Okay, so I will wear glasses if it's cloudy and going to be like a rainy day,
What?
which it was cloudy.
Like a mood ring?
Kinda, yeah.
So I can tell the weather by what you're like. If like at Homer wearing his toupee, the roof is closed.
Yeah, I like wearing sunglasses. I get headaches if I like do too much squinting in the sun. And so if it's a cloudy day, I'll wear the glasses. If it's a sunny day, I most often will not.
Okay.
And then this time of year, it's allergy season,
Pollen.
as was documented yesterday.
It is very bad. I'm with you there.
Too much pollen.
Some of the extra allergy medication I took this morning probably could be contributing to my crankiness. That's been something that's been known to happen to me over the years.
Okay.
So if it's a good enough reason to wear the glasses, if it's going to be a itchy eyes kind of day, then I'll go with the glasses because I don't want to pop the contact out while I'm at work. That'd be tough.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
All right.
Does that answer your
Fair
question
enough.
sufficiently?
It does, Jesse. Thank you.
Whoa, Nelly!
So on Mother's Day weekend, we went out for dinner on Saturday evening to a popular establishment that is known for its buy one, get one dinner situation.
BOGOs.
Yeah, so BOGO. And it was buy one, get one. Now, are all
Not get one for $5, or it was buy one and you actually got one.
Is there some speculation that the prices on the menu are generally a little inflated, so the buy one, get one isn't as compelling of an offer as it sounds? Probably, but it's still a really good restaurant. We enjoy going there once or twice a year. It's a little bit of a drive, but it's nice to get to.
Sure.
The bill...
What kind of food? What kind of food is it?
I had a steak, a prime rib on Saturday evening. Enjoyed a good prime rib.
Buy one, get one prime rib?
There's prime rib. There was like a surf and turf, crab.
I kind of want to hear what this is.
Lobster.
No. They got ice cream?
Ice cream drinks, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, they do serve ice cream because it was also buy one, get one desserts, and Hot Fudge Sundae was listed under the desserts, and we thought about doing that for a minute.
I bet old Gel got himself a little Hot Fudge Sundae.
I said we should have done dessert first and done the sundaes up at the front of the meal, but we didn't do that.
Okay.
So the bill came. There were 6 of us who were partaking in our little dinner that evening, and there were 2 different bills that came. One with the actual price that needed to be paid, and then one that listed out the full what the bill would have cost had it not been buy one, get one. So then there were suggested tip amounts that were different based on the bill that was buy one, get one, and the bill that was everything at full menu price.
Oh.
If you know going into it, their whole shtick is the buy one, get one dinner. Do you base your tip based on what the BOGO bill was? Or do you base it on what the real bill was? Because if you go to like a sports bar and you have a $5 off coupon, you're supposed to base it on what the full bill is.
Sure.
But if you're going to a restaurant that's known for its buy one, get one pricing...
Am I supposed to know what this restaurant is? Is this common knowledge?
I don't know.
Because you said it as if everyone knows, and I have to admit... I have no idea what this restaurant
you don't,
and I have to admit,
you don't go anywhere.
I appreciate Jesse not giving free advertising.
Yeah, I agree. I don't. You're right, Jesse, to do it the way you did. I'm just asking, does everyone except me know who you're talking about? Because I'll check the YouTube comments and let them tell me what it is without giving away free advertising.
It's not a chain place. It's a one-of-a-kind standalone spot.
In the Madison area.
It is not in the Madison area. It is in the
guessing
state of
it's
Wisconsin.
an old Beaver Dam restaurant.
It is
I'm
not.
Guessing it's an old Beaver Dam.
Well, now are we going to do a guessing game for what the restaurant is when I'm not telling you what the restaurant is?
Jesse, you just confirmed for me that it's okay that I don't know what you're talking about. So I don't know.
I'm not talking to you. I'm guessing it's an old Beaver Dam spot. Oh, I'm guessing.
I think I know what it is.
You are cranky today. I love. Is it wrong that I love cranky Jesse? Like I love it.
It is. Yes.
Is it? You have to.
Does it have a large?
I think
game
you tip
rule?
off.
No.
I think you tip
okay, so
off.
Then I don't know what it is.
So what did you guys end up doing?
We split the difference. So we went somewhere between. We left. She was a great waitress, so we left a 20% tip, but we left it between. It was the average of the two 20%, more or less, from the 2 bills.
I find it kind of IPT that they brought out 2 bills to kind of tell you. Like, if they're running a BOGO, they're running a BOGO. Like, I don't love the fact that they're bringing you out 2 bills.
But it can be helpful. Like, you get these, like, things in the mail where it's $10 off at the local sports bar or whatever. So you go, if you spend $20 and you get $10 off, you want to base your tip on what the full bill was.
But you spend $40 to get the coupon book, like a Bucky book. And you spend $40 for that. Isn't that what this is?
Good reference.
I have always understood that it is in proper taste to base your tip on what the full...
you got to use a different word, though, because we can't have IPT mean the same thing for 2 different things.
The right thing to do is to base the tip on what the full bill is.
RTD.
Because otherwise, in certain cases, it can be
severely
inflated.
So if they don't bring you a second bill, you need to go through the menu and just plow through it?
Well, I think this specific instance is different because their entire thing is come here on Saturdays, buy one entree, get one free. So, like, that's...
So even though they jack up the price, you still do... Okay, I think you're probably onto it. I think you probably handled it well. What I will say, this whole suggested tip thing, if they're doing suggested tips and they cheat, and I've seen people have done these documentaries on this, where people won't check it. They'll just trust. They do that and they lie to you about it. I think there should be punishments for those folks. I think that's incredibly misleading and unfair.
I'm Team Tausch on that as well. Whoa, Nelly.
Good stuff.
Whoa, wait a minute. Nelly. I said something earlier in the show. You said, well, thank you for telling me what you're not saying.
Most profound ever.
And then we went to break. But it's okay for you. Give me a break. Next.
Oh, I just got a fun text from a young lady who's a listener to the show, and she said, "Dear Lord, Jesse is an emotional wreck. He needs a nap and has low blood sugar. I see this with my 6-year-old." Wow, that's scathing. That is scathing criticism.
Oddly enough, it's from Mike, the wedding DJ.
Whoa, Nelly! Mike probably feels that way.
We're going to debut something fun in our final segment that we're going to maybe start to do continuing forward. The clip of the day shared on our social media platforms, recapping what we learned on today's show. So I just have one.
COD! BOGO COD! You get BOGO COD with that.
Did LeBron play his last game with the Los Angeles Lakers last night? They got swept by Oklahoma City.
No. They'll be able to pay him the most. The Lakers, I think, are on to something. With Luka being healthy and Austin Reeves, and then LeBron's got to just figure out. I don't think he ain't gonna. Where's he going? Where's he going? Cleveland? Come on, man.
Wherever Giannis is going. Lots of guesses on the restaurant, by the way, as predicted in the YouTube comments. We wrap things up next.
At least one person has gotten it right, for the record.
One person has or has not?
At least one person in the YouTube comments has identified
more than
the
one.
correct establishment.
Does the restaurant share a name with a Disney animated classic?
It might.
Okay. Then now I know where you went.
Yes,
Ariel?
the Little Mermaid Bar and Grill. Yep, that's the one.
We'll wrap things up next. It's only a Tausch.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just to you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
Mark Tauscher here for Iron Jock. As a former athlete, I've worn just about every type of workout gear there is, and nothing compares to Iron Jock. Their performance apparel is built to fight sweat, odor, and bacteria, keeping you feeling fresh no matter how hard you push. From the gym to the pickleball court, Iron Jock keeps you dry, comfortable, and confident. Upgrade to Iron Jock. Available now at ironjock.com.
You, rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute brought to you by the ESPN Wisconsin app. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. Available in the Apple and Android app stores. Download the ESPN Wisconsin app today.
New Badgers offensive line coach Eric Mateos preaches a passion for physicality amongst his unit. Safe to say former Badgers offensive lineman Rob Havenstein is a fan of the mantra.
It's a great quote. Physicality is in the nature of offensive line. Having a coach that's, putting that in the forefront, I think is just going to go great for, all those guys out there. And then you can honestly start having a lot of fun as an offensive line, getting guys on the ground, come back and give your right guard a fist bump. You just killed that guy. That's the fun of offensive line.
Wisconsin weather is unpredictable. Your windows shouldn't be. Upgrade with Pella and get 0% interest until 2030. Order by April 30th at PellaWI.com.
What's new at Zimbrick Chevrolet? A lot. A free car wash with every service, plus a brand new detail facility to keep your ride looking fresh all year long. Relax with coffee and snacks while you wait, and if you can't, grab one of their numerous service loaners, take the shuttle, or even get a lift on them. Plus, Zimbrick Chevrolet has the largest new Chevrolet inventory in southern Wisconsin, and you'll never overpay at Zimbrick Chevrolet. Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
Vortex Golf makes rangefinders for serious golfers who need an accurate number every time. With 3 options, the Blade, Blade Slope, and Anarch, there's a Vortex rangefinder that fits your game. Crystal clear optics and features like image stabilization keep you steady in big moments. Plus, every Vortex Golf product is backed by a no-questions-asked lifetime warranty. If you're looking for an accurate number every time, Vortex Golf belongs on your bag. Grab yours and everything you need for golf season in Wisconsin at Shields.com.
Wisconsin weather doesn't ease into spring. It keeps you guessing. That's why your windows and doors need to handle everything. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, we build for year-round comfort. Get the look you want for the home you love with 0% financing options available. So you can upgrade now and pay over time. Plus, enjoy a free in-home consultation, expert installation, and a 10-year limited warranty. Schedule today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 5/31/2026.
Hey folks, Gabe here. Now we all know baseball's been around a long time, since the 1800s. But you know what's been around even longer? Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America. Yeah, that's right. Yuengling started brewing in 1829. That means people were drinking a cold Yuengling before baseball even existed. A great beer that stood the test of time for 197 years. So the next time you're watching the game, reach for a Yuengling Traditional Lager from the oldest brewery in America. Now finally, in your lineup.
DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
All hail King Vaughn.
3-2 to Vaughn. And a fly ball to left. Back at the track. Bye-bye baseball. Welcome back, Andrew Vaughn.
You're listening to Madison's home for Milwaukee Brewers baseball. 100.5 ESPN.
Say you don't want nothing, but you look better on me. You look better on me. Let me show you something, so you don't leave you lonely.
Welcome back to the Lady and the Tramp Pasta and Pub. Jesse, you've got our clip to close out the show.
Beauty and the Bistro, am I right?
That's not bad.
That's good.
That's pretty good.
That's real good.
What was the other one that you stole from the YouTube comments?
Winnie's Pooh Bar.
Also good.
Snow White and the 7 Entrees.
Not as good.
Should have quit while we were ahead. All right, so yes, this was Tausch's idea. So let's start there. I think sometimes,
in case it fails, or
no, I think I want to give credit because I think it's a good idea. Because sometimes when we get to the end of the show, we neglect a little bit of what happened earlier in the show when our beefiest of our discussions take place.
Usually because we have about 30 seconds left in the show.
So we've got a great team of people now that help with cutting clips that go on our social media platforms for the show.
Yeah, I got clipped in the first segment. I got a text from Eric Name from it, like moments after I said it.
So here is one of the clips that surfaced on social media throughout today's show. We'll play it, and then we get to critique if it's a good representation of what we discussed on today's show or not.
Critique.
So here we go. Here's today's clip of the day.
Giannis and Lucas Van Ness for Myles Garrett and
Freak and Hercules for Myles Garrett.
Wait a minute. That was yesterday.
That's yesterday.
Why did that get posted during today's show? He's wearing something different.
What are you doing? This is a terribly executed idea.
That clip went up an hour ago. What?
Oh, boy.
Well, that's our clip of the day.
How many times have I changed outfits during the show?
Oh, my God.
Giannis and Lucas Van Ness for Myles Garrett and
Freak and Hercules for Myles Garrett.
Go Braves.
That's up on the ESPN
Here
Milwaukee
I said,
Twitter feed.
and I gave you a great clip today with the Bears dropping off and the Lions being the best team in the battle.
Yeah, you did.
And I thought, I'm ready to double down on this because I feel it, I believe it. And you end up clipping some clown from the past, bozo from the 60s, man. What are we doing here?
I didn't clip it. I just saw it come up on social media, and I thought, that's our clip of the day. I'm going to download
have you been
it and
watching
put it up there.
You didn't notice? By the way,
you
Tess
just
was in studio for that clip, and today he's at his undisclosed location.
Looking back, there were some signs.
And my camera didn't even work for the first hour of the show.
Giannis and Lucas Van Ness for Myles Garrett and
I know what's happening
and Hercules.
Here. I know what's happening here. Uncle Leon Remember, I used to tell you the old story about Uncle Leon, where if you go do chores, but you do them poorly, you'd say, "Oh, you Leon'd it. Oh, let Denny handle the chores because Uncle Leon couldn't do." Jesse doesn't want to do this. It's a lot of extra work, so he butchers this to take away all forward initiative of continuing on, even though, as he said, reluctantly, it's a good idea. He totally butchers this, and now he's hoping we don't do anything. He Leon'd it.
I did not put 2 and 2 together until playing the clip here in the final segment that did not happen on today's show. Because you did bring up
noticed
the Myles
it right
Garrett
away.
thing today.
And I asked Jesse beforehand, I bet it's going to be the clip. And he goes, I don't know. You'll find out when I play it. And I didn't find out because whenever you got through it, because it was yesterday's news. Hey, why don't we run something from our 018 show, Jesse, next time?
That's a good idea. We should do that to celebrate our 10th anniversary. That's it for us today. Have a great day.
Wow. The clip of the day, take 2 tomorrow. We'll be a lot better tomorrow. This is going to be a staple
you'll
at the
get
end
to
of the
see something
show
from today's show. Have a great day. Take care. Be good.
Miss any of today's episode of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin? Commercial-free full show podcast